What's up, y'all? Appreciate you being here. Thanks so much for hanging out. And man, oh man, coming home from work, listening to that eighth inning, highs and lows, bros, high and girls, boys and girls, highs and lows. I can't believe we lost that game, but that is what it is. But man, oh man, I thought we'd have a little more time before the game started, but they're doing it. So let's see. And no sale. I don't understand, but I guess there's a deal maybe made. I don't know, but we'll see what happens. Hoping you're hit that like button for us because you're coming in. We'll try to get a good crowd here tonight. All eyes will be right here on this game, hopefully. So that's what I'm hoping. See if we can get a big crowd. I know Larry had a great crowd. Good for him. He's been working hard with that every game. He does every game, y'all. And y'all showed the support for him. That was awesome for him. So thank you guys for doing that. And if you're here with us, appreciate you. We're here. So are we out of the playoffs? No, we have to win here. If we lose here, we're out of the playoffs. But Sale scratched because of back spasms. Oh my goodness. So this could be it, y'all. This could be it. If it is, we've had a great year. If not, we have one more year. Do the Mets roll over and play dead? Or do they want to just put the nail in the coffin and knock us out of the playoffs? But we'll see what happens. It might be a bunch of nobodies versus a bunch of nobodies because, that's what we are. We are a bunch of misfits that nobody wanted. And in that inning, Little G came up with big hits. Laureano, amazing game. And then the ninth inning, he struck out. But D-Train thought maybe he could do it. But that's crazy. But we're going to be bringing the live audio of the Bally Sports. And definitely, I turned the seventh inning stretch off. What the heck? I turned all this off. Hold on a second. Okay, there we go. All right, let's bring in this right here, as we're gonna be waiting on the games about to start here. Apparently, they ain't messing around with the game here, so. Let me get the pregame going. So I have that waiting for that. And then we'll put the MLB Game Day 3D on this one. And as soon as the audio comes in, we'll bring it in. Dang, that Triton guy's already redoing team. I didn't even mess with any of that today. That's the crazy part about it. But thank you guys for hanging out. I've been really busy at work. I'm lucky I got home and did this. Good afternoon, y'all. Hope everyone's faring in the bad weather. I'm doing pretty good, man. Just had busy work today. And I had to get home to do this one game. So hopefully you guys will have a good time tonight. Hopefully we can win. Let's see what happens. Yeah, Lindor power. Mets had made a comeback, and they gave it everything they had. So we'll see. I don't even know the Mets. The Mets lineup is this. Acuna leading off. Marte at short DH. Left field's going to be Nimmo. Alonso back at first base. Vientos at third. Taylor at right field. Bader at center field. Torrens at catcher. And Alvarez, the pitcher, and it's second base, and the pitcher is Lucci. I've never heard of this guy before. Lucchesi? I don't even know how to say his last name. That's how bad it is. But what kind of work do you do? I'm in aviation, but that's it. Fans of the Green Bay Packers, what's up, man? Early stream for CeeLo for the Braves. Yeah, that's right, Bright Wolf. See if we can get some more folks in here. But thank you guys for hanging out with us. No, I worked early. So I got off early, so we're good. So I do work a full-time job, guys. Even doing this, I'm in a full-time job. Plus, I do this for you guys. So let me let you listen in to the Bally Sports Network.
Get it started. Grant Holmes on the mound. For more on that, let's go down to Hannah Yates.
Brandon, thank you so much. I want to start with Spencer Schwellenbach and him talking about the frustration from this group following the game, but ending it by saying, listen, we've had a belief in this group from day one. Regardless of who is on this field, we're going to get this job done. That happens to be Grant Holmes, as you mentioned. And as we just heard from Alex Anthopoulos a few minutes ago, Grant Holmes did not find out he was starting this game until Rick Kranitz told him when he walked off the field following game one. He said, no problem. He wants this opportunity. He's going to go out here. And I go back to what Brian Snitker told me yesterday when he said, we are not in this situation in this season without Grant Holmes. Right now, he'll look to get the job done for the Braves.
He certainly will. And you can imagine the reaction from Grant Holmes and what we kind of learned about him, that it's a little bit of a head nod and you got it and let's go. He has been that guy all year in multiple roles and he'll be up for it. And what a potential defining moment this will be here this afternoon for Grant Holmes. Here is the lineup that Holmes will be facing, presented by your local Toyota dealers. Obviously, with the Mets clinching in Game 1, Carlos Mendoza rolling out a little bit of a different lineup. So Ronald Acuna Jr.'s brother, Luis Angel Acuna. First pitch is hit foul. Down. So, folks, I know that most of you are tracking with us, but it's very simple. The Braves win. They are in. They are headed to San Diego to take on the Padres starting tomorrow.
Great to be here, Janet.
They lose, and the season is over right here today.
And you see Ozzy Albies there. I think it's a good time thinking about a guy that
Grant
leads
Holmes.
this team emotionally and saying the right things in the right moment after that really tough loss in Game 1.
Foul ball
A couple
again.
of foul balls by Acuna to start
So
it.
it's
All
gonna
right,
be a
CJ,
little
for the
ahead,
final time this year, your Ford
unfortunately.
Keys.
I know it's one of your favorites, Brandon, so that's why I went there. You got to shake it off. Forget about it. It is over at that first one. The other part of it, though, is to make sure that you don't take this game too lightly and make any assumptions because of the lighter light-up that you mentioned that they're throwing out there.
Grant
And what we'll see
Holmes
on
on
the
the
pitching
mound,
side
not
for
Chris Sale.
the Mets here in Game 2.
Ball bouncing outside 2-2. If you weren't with us before the game, we played the words of Alex Anthopoulos, who met with the media in between games 1 and 2 to tell everybody about Chris Sale and the back spasms that flared up on him today, disallowing him from making the start.
Let's
Swing and miss,
go.
but a good start for Grant Holmes. Braves racetrack defense looks like this. Same as Game 1. The difference, Travis d'Arnaud.
Keep hitting that like
caught
button as
Game
you're coming
1.
in.
On the bench, Sean Murphy will get the start.
Murph. I hope so, Matthew.
Popped up off the bat of Marte.
Matty
Matt
O.
Olson says he's got it, and he does.
2 down.
And look, we know nothing about Chris Sale and what the back is going to do going forward. Will he pitch tomorrow? You just can't worry about that, as hard as that is to fathom right now.
Nope, and certainly for that Braves team right on the field right now, they can't worry about it either. Back spasms, you hope for something that you can get under control. I think the
Strike
exhale
one,
there
let's
is
go.
that it has nothing to do with the arm.
Yeah, that's a really good point. They say that the arm is fine. There's some back spasms that he apparently couldn't get under control today. 0-2 here to Brandon Nimmo.
What's up, Alex? Hurry up, time to
Nimmo had
forget
a
about
two-run
Game
homer
1.
in Game
Got
1
to.
as part of that 6-run 8th where the Mets grabbed the lead. But he is
Let's
going
go.
down swinging. 1-2-3 for Grant Holmes.
You and our state law enforcement
All
team
right,
have
1,
the same
2, 3.
goal:
I
a safe
like
arrival
that.
at home or whatever.
Mets have a couple of their starters in there, but not all of them, and they got some of the guys starting. So we'll see what happens coming up for your Braves. Here's your lineup for the Braves. It is Michael Harris, Ozzy Albies, Ozuna, Olson, Soler, Laureano, Little G, the Murph behind the plate, and Arcia. So there you go. It's coming down to this, guys. Make sure you're hitting that like button for us as you're coming in. We're honoring Hank Aaron, 44 likes. At 44 likes, we'll honor Hank Aaron. So thank you guys for tuning in. Game 2, all eyes on Atlanta right now. All eyes on Atlanta. So I hope you guys will tune in here. Share the stream out. What's up, everyone? What's up, Jake? Good to get in the postseason now or never. That's right. That is right. So coming up, Harris, Albies, Ozuna. Harris, Albies, Ozuna coming up for your Atlanta Braves. But thank you guys for tuning in. We've been doing Braves games all year, y'all. And hope to see you guys back here. Hopefully tomorrow night against the Padres. That's the plan. We'll be doing the game tomorrow night at 7:30 Central if we win here. But we got to win. So it's literally win or we're done. So that's what it is. How about them injuries? I know with Chris Sale back spasm. So that's kind of, changing things around. So we'll see what happens. Maybe he has a remarkable recovery. But $7, thanks a bunch for hosting CeeLo. Game is blacked out in my area. Such nonsense. Rest in peace with Tumbo. That's right. Thank you for that $7 super chat. Appreciate that, Pete. Everybody thank Pete for that super chat. Thank you, Pete.
Didn't know what the Mets would do if they won Game 1. They didn't make any announcement. We found out 10 minutes ago that the pitcher is going to be a guy they called up today. This is Joey Lucchesi. It's only his second outing of the year at the big league level.
Yeah, and it didn't go that well
Money's
for
in the
him.
chat.
He ended up giving up a home run in 4 1/3 and struggled in that one. And so you see a high ERA for this year. But you take a look at the other 9 starts and 4-1 with a 3.53 for this left-hander. His fastball sits right at 90 miles an hour to go with a curveball and a changeup.
First pitch to Michael Harris. There's a
I respect the Braves, but I need the D-backs in the playoffs.
Like you just mentioned.
0-1. Ground ball, Money Mike. Oh, what a play by Acuna.
A rocket to Alonso.
What a play by Acuna.
Rob Harris of a hit. Ronald's little brother doing Ronald-type things, but on the infield here at Truist Park.
Most great opportunities for these non-regulars. He was a regular when Francisco Lindor was out, but he's all the way on the other side of second base as the shortstop and showing off the great range and the great arm on the back
What
end.
a play. What's up, Cole Trickle?
Here is Ozzie, who had the huge
Come on, Ozzie.
Game 1.
Was his foot off the base? No, it wasn't. What a
But
stretch.
unfortunately, in a losing effort. He had the 2-run homer that started the scoring, and then that big bases clearing.
Missed
3
game
RBI
1 because of
double
blackout.
when the Braves went up in the bottom of the 8th.
I
This
fly.
out to right field.
Right field.
And Taylor
2
will
down.
bring it in. Racetrack defense.
Yeah, it was
for the
exciting.
New
I
York
listened to it
Mets.
on the way home.
So Nemo, Bader,
Thanks
and
to
Taylor.
my man Dixon
Eddie
Way.
Alvarez, lightly used second baseman who came in at the end of Game 1 for a defensive replacement. Gets the start, and then the backup catcher Terrens behind
In
the
that
dish.
like button for us, trying to get to 44 likes. Yeah, I thought that was a close play in Game 1.
And now Marcelo Zuna.
Hopefully,
You talked about
Stream
Ozzie
will-
being a leader, a guy like that.
I
being
know
rallied
Schwelly
around. I
deserved
cannot
the win.
imagine, though, what went through those players'
Braves
minds
got this.
after the
That's
game,
right,
just the
Channing.
40 minutes going into Game 2 here, CJ.
And that's where you get the guy that steps up and says something that senses how the clubhouse is feeling. It matters. Again, we got some pretty mature young players here that have already done some pretty good
Game
things,
was
but there's
exciting,
something
but all
about the
the
guys that have
bullpen
been
just
around
collapsed.
that
And
are willing to take
I
ownership
even
of
was
the
in
clubhouse. That they
Larry's
have
chat, and I
something
was
to
like,
offer in
no
that moment,
to
just to
Uncle
make
Joe
sure
and no
everybody's in
to
the right
pajamas.
headspace for this game too.
I said no to both of them.
1
But
and
when
2.
you play a game like that, and
Also
then you
can't
have to
imagine
turn around
being
and
the
play
Arizona
another one,
Diamondbacks watching this game.
it's going to be tough.
Obviously, the Diamondbacks are the biggest Mets fans there are right now. Mets win, and the Diamondbacks are in.
And that's the nice way of looking at it. I think they're also, at least for the next couple hours, some Braves haters. And so that we feel the same way. We just want you to know if that's the way that you're feeling, that is the way we are feeling.
Lucchesi 1-2 pitch.
Ball 2-2. Come on, Big Bear. Had to do this game, y'all. Big Bear's in the chat. Did not go.
No, 3-2.
3-2. Full count.
Well, even though Lucchesi doesn't have an impressive major league resume and only his second start this year at the big league level, certainly he is out there trying to prove something. He's looking for a 1-2-3 first
Casey,
inning.
that's his name. Their foul
Ozuna
ball.
fouls it off.
Yeah, exactly. Let him pitch. 1 inning. I agree with you, Mike. Oh, thanks,
A
Andrew.
31-year-old lefty out of Newark, California.
Walked
Walks
him.
Marcelo Zuna with 2 outs.
5, Matty O, big bowl. Big bowl of Matty O's. Let's go, Matty O. Come on, Matt.
And now
Matt's
Matt
own
Olson.
you. Complete shutout coming, John says. Walk this
1 for
way.
5 in Game 1 for Matt today.
Expect a lot of our Mets fans to come in here today. It's okay. You deserve it. You're in the playoffs, man. Don't do what you did in Milwaukee. What's up, Pablo? Can you imagine being the Mets last week? Fly to Atlanta, lose. Fly to Milwaukee, get beat.
And that's
fly
who
back
he
to Atlanta.
debuted with. Had a
couple
of years with them that were pretty good to start his big league career, and then things went downhill starting in 2020, and he really has never regained big league form since. He's essentially spent the last 4 years up and down in the minor opportunity with the Mets, and now, as we said, his second big league start this season today.
And used in multiple roles when he was in the minor leagues this year, both as a starter and as a reliever. But you're absolutely right. There's a moment at least to try to show something against a good team heading into the offseason that you'd like to have on your resume. So it's a big moment for him.
And as we get longer into this game, it'll be interesting to see how Carlos Mendoza plays it with his bullpen. Obviously, right now for the Mets, their focus is just stay healthy and don't use up too many arms, especially after such an intense game one today.
Ball. Keep it subscribed too, guys.
Spencer Schwellenbach, he threw a gem. Just things got away from the bullpen there in the eighth. Called strike 3, and Matt Olson is down looking. No score after 1.
All right, we go to the top of the second.
You and our state law enforcement
top
team
of the
have the
second, and it is Alonso, Marte, and Taylor. Marte came in as a pinch hitter and really picked it up in game 1 and took care of business. So thank you guys for tuning in to On The Go at CeeLo. And we appreciate you hanging out with us tonight on this second game. All eyes in Atlanta here. And let me get my sub count up so we can keep close to that, because we're so close to 23,000 subscribers. And we would love to see if we can break that. I know it would be nice to celebrate 23K and also hit a playoff win to get into the playoffs. So let's see if we can get 2 for 2 today. If the Braves lose, then Arizona's in. Correct. Braves lose, Arizona's in, and Arizona goes to San Diego. The Mets go to Milwaukee. If the Braves lose, I'm unsubbing and reporting the channel. Thanks, Maddie. Well, it comes down to this, CeeLo. That's right, man. Appreciate everybody hanging out with us. But Alonso, Marte, and Taylor coming up for your Mets. Let me get the app back going, too. Get that set up here. I was hoping that they would start at 4 o'clock, but I was wrong. But thanks for tuning in here, guys. I know the Philly fans don't want the D-backs in the playoffs because they will end up facing them if they have to, if they play let's see what happens.
No score as we head to the top of the second in the second and final game of the doubleheader and the 162nd and final game of the season. Pete Alonso.
The Mets are in now, yes, David. They're in. So they're waiting to see if they're going to go to Milwaukee. They're going to go to Milwaukee no matter what. So
CJ, realistically, and I know
memberships
hinges on pitch count, but what do you think the Braves can expect lengthwise from Holmes today?
They are going to let him go as long as he looks good, right? We went back into the rotation there for a little while when Ronaldo Lopez was down. He made 2 starts. Like the last appearance that we saw yesterday was an inning and 2/3 and 21 pitches. So how far you want to push him, I think, is just kind of the eye test. So far, he's passing it with flying colors.
He's retired all 4 Mets that he has faced. He struck out 3 of them.
There's that good-looking breaking ball from Grant Holmes.
We just need
second strikeout was on the curveball, first one on the fastball. So 3 punch-outs, 3 different ways.
Think about this moment, though, for Holmes, who did not know, according to Hannah, that he was going to start until about 10
walking
minutes
off the
before.
field game 1. Hey, you're starting.
When Sale
in 20 minutes
went down with the back spasms, they told him in between games that he was going to go. And for all that he went through, the 10 seasons in the minors, but a former first-round pick who made his debut earlier this year, this has to be a whirlwind of emotions for Grant Holmes.
Old Goldilocks. Throw it down first.
With a swing and a miss. And 4 strikeouts for Holmes.
A good breaking ball here. This time it's the slider again, right below the zone to get that swing and miss.
Let's go. 4 Ks.
You know, when it comes to what they do today as far as pitch count goes, I mean, a couple of things are going to dictate that. How he looks, how he's feeling, all that stuff. Because it's back-to-back, it's not ideal. But it's kind of a fun story when you think about the fact that Spencer Schwellenbach started game 1, absolutely dominated. And these guys are so close, and they're tight. And these are 2 guys that did not start the season with the team, and yet here they are having the biggest impact on the very last day of the season.
There you go.
Yeah, I don't think anybody could have scripted 2024 for the Braves, partner.
Nope, I didn't know much about Spencer Schwellenbach until he got here, and same thing with Grant Holmes. But yet here they are.
He went.
The
other thing that you really, really need to see the Braves do is score a lot of runs. All the big arms through in the bullpen in game 1, and they're going to be live for game 2. But you love
what games do the Braves have to lose to miss out? This one right here, John.
1-2 to Taylor.
Popped up.
Innocent little fly to right center.
Michael Harris.
Harris is there. Grant Holmes
can of corn.
2 innings.
You and our state law enforcement team have...
And we have a new emoji. It's actually a can of corn. Can of corn. So there you go. Can of corn's in the chat. We got a new emoji. Are you living under a rock? Tick says, if they lose this game, they don't make it. That's right. I knew you would come through for this one, CeeLo. Oh, I would be missing this one, buddy. I told you guys I couldn't make the first game. I just couldn't. Sorry. But I'm glad that Larry got a lot of good views today, and that's good for him. He's been working hard for that, and that's awesome to see him have a good crowd over there. So, here we go. Expired. That's right. Can of corn. Don't say corn. It'll attack a Pierce. That's right. But thank you guys for tuning in. On the Go at CeeLo's, our channel. We're going to be bringing you Braves baseball. If we make it tomorrow, if we make it tonight, we're going to give you live coverage of the Padres game tomorrow. I'm hoping for a live coverage of a Padres game tomorrow. 7:30 Central will be on about 7:10, maybe 7 o'clock. I'm not sure yet. But that's the plan. Look for a stream up later on the night. If not, I'm not sure what we'll be doing for some baseball. I don't know if I'll wait till the NLDS to do some coverage. I'm not sure. But thanks for being here, guys. And Georgia fan, we got some mods to take care of that stuff, so don't worry, buddy. But thanks for hitting that subscribe. Hit that like button for us. We're trying to get to 23,000. We're 40 away. 40 away now for our goal of 23K. Let's go, Solaire. Solaire bombs in the chat.
Chicken expert since 1990. Taco expert since now.
Bombs in the chat, Solaire.
Chicken finger tacos.
Solaire.
Lucchesi back to work, facing Solaire, Laureano, and Urshela.
Let's go. Bombs in the chat. All one. Mets' incentive is to keep them out, Mike says. Ball low, 2-0.
The big thing with a guy like Lucchesi, at times the command will get away from him, but you see his pitches for so long because there's nothing overpowering about them, and he's banking on you chasing some things out of the zone or taking too big a swing.
That's right, Janet.
Where the Braves got to be careful.
3-0.
He misses with his first 3 to the Solaire.
That's right. They're just fine to be in here, man. That's okay. He's not harming anybody. 3-1. Come on, you got to swing the bat. Max coverage, man. Crazy game 1. I know it, dude. Good to see you, buddy. Popped up foul, now 3-2. Come on, Solaire. Don't strike out.
To the Braves right fielder. And And the payoff pitch from the southpaw is hit
Fly
to
ball
right field. Pretty deep. It's
the wall.
Off the top
Off the wall. I thought it was gone.
Look how far that bounces away from Taylor. Boy, Soler made a big turn at second.
Save.
But is able to scramble back with a double.
And a wise choice and a big smile there from Jorge Soler.
Let's go.
As he comes up big here. And
I was almost gone.
When you see this pitch, outer half, two-seam fastball, 91 miles an hour, just a little bit of run. And he goes
all right, Laureano. Yes, the game one. Somewhat hero. 4 for 5 or 3 for 4. And then he almost got out.
Got away from Acuna.
The older you get, the harder it is to apply the brakes. So
come on, Laureano.
If you're Jorge Soler.
Now Laureano.
We'll try to kill it. We just need a base hit.
Laureano in the first game, 2 singles and a homer. He continues to hit well in that Braves uniform.
Come on, Laureano. Yeah, he did. Ball high. Razor Ramon, as Larry calls him. Hey, yo.
It's such a weird spot to be in for some of these position players for the New York Mets right now. And trying to play this game and give Joey Lucchesi your best effort behind him.
3TG Productions. Ball, 2-1.
You're really going to go full extension for a ball and lay out and take a chance. And
that like
I don't know if Carlos Mendoza tells his team that, right? For Pete Alonso and certainly for Iglesias.
68 likes. Let's honor Hank Aaron.
Here, your outfilders.
In the chat.
You want to see a guy go full Superman trying to catch a ball? Probably not.
Yeah, I mean, there's a couple backups out there, but you're right. By and large, you've got a lot of your stars you're going to need to rely on in the postseason.
3-1.
That are essentially playing meaningless innings here for the
44's in the chat. We honor you, Hank Aaron. Bring us good luck. Get us in the playoffs.
I would have loved to have. I mean, it would have been heartbreaking, but known how that Braves clubhouse was handled and how the Mets clubhouse was handled in a day really that is kind of unprecedented, CJ.
Yeah, I mean, everybody in baseball watching Mets fan, these games today, and they were
you're honoring Hank
given
Aaron.
An absolute treat with that first one that we saw. Unfortunately, it did not end the way that we wanted it to, but it was an incredible game.
Laureano gets it hard, but it's foul.
And I don't think Major League Baseball loves this either. It's just nothing you can do, unfortunately, about the rain. There was a lot of talk about it. I don't think there's anything that would have happened differently with the information that we had at the time and the way that it unfolded.
44, John, what's up?
Physically and mentally exhausting day for everybody.
I know
involved.
you're happy, my friend. You guys earned it.
Swing and a miss. Brought 91 up and in. Did Lucchesi to get Laureano.
Oh, Laureano.
And probably a chase here as this one looks like it may have finished outside of the strike zone.
Yaley.
Probably too close to take there for Ramon Laureano. But that's probably one of the few places that he is going to be able to get his fastball.
This is MLB Game Day 3D. It's based off of the MLB StatCast cam at Truist Park. Coach.
That one gets
there you go, wild. Go third, baby.
Try to get to third, and he does slide in safely.
Soler.
He's hobbling. Just the kind of thing that we were talking about that the Mets are hoping to avoid. And he throws the ball away in frustration.
Well, you can see how bad this pitch misses, and then
hit that subscribe, hit that like button.
Gave Torrens an opportunity. And
I'm a Mets fan right now, but go Braves.
There on the big body of Jorge Soler.
Iglesias gives the thumbs up.
Yeah, we just need a run or two. More than that.
One of their hottest hitters. And he had a huge hit in the 8th inning of Game 1 today. So after the wild pitch, a 1-0 to Urshela. And a swing and a
little
miss.
G. G's in the chat. G's in the chat. Little G. Come on, baby.
Out to left center.
Fly ball, left center. That's going to drop. That's going to score.
For Gio Urshela.
Here we go, little G.
And the Braves draw first blood, 1-0.
Let's go.
Any way that you can get them, you will take them after the big double. And then the wild pitch, a little weak contact here on what was a pretty good pitch inside to Urshela. And that was a good adjustment after the swing and miss that he had against the fastball. A little bit shorter and quicker to this one.
Let's go. Little G coming in clutch.
That wild pitch doesn't happen. He's standing at third base because he can't take off.
All right. The Murph M's in the chat.
Sean Murphy. Again, Darno started
yeah,
game
he's
one.
the real
Murphy
deal,
getting
bro.
The call here in game
he
two.
pretty much owns the Mets until they pulled him, which was crazy. 1-0 Braves. Let's go Mets, Williams says. M's in the chat. Murph. M's in the chat. Woo, 3-0.
Luke Casey falling behind Murphy 3-0.
Green light? Nope.
And now he pumps in a strike.
Sinker 90 on the gun. 3-1.
Even though they've clinched, they don't know who they will play. That depends on the outcome of this game. If they win, they'll go to San Diego. If they lose, they will go up to Milwaukee.
Walked him.
That's a walk. So now you've got 2 on with 1 out. And Orlando Arcia strolling to the plate.
That's really good patience.
See you later. Let's go.
Earlier when you're facing a guy
Chops
like
in the
Casey,
chat. Let's go. Chops in the
you see
chat.
that baseball for so long. And
Arcia.
Sean Murphy lately, he's very aggressive. It may seem silly, but that's a big walk for him and showing some control there and not trying to do too much.
I mean, look, Sean Murphy will be the first to tell you, CJ, it's not the season that he wanted. It started off kilter with that injury, opening day in Philadelphia. After an all-star year last year, a lot was expected of Murph.
Yeah, it was a career year from him with the home runs that he hit, and the amount of time that he hit them as well made it even more impressive.
Come on, Arcia. Outside ball.
But if the Braves are going to make a run, get in and make a run in the postseason, they're going to need both Darno and Murphy. There's no other way to look at it.
That's why you have optimism, at least that I do, because even though every season didn't go the way maybe that we hoped for each individual guy, there's track records, and they're good players.
Popped up. Come on, Arcia.
A pop to the right side off the bat of Arcia. And eventually Alvarez is there.
2 down.
Now you got a lefty-lefty matchup. Lucchesi and Harris. Michael grounded out in the bottom of the first. That was that great play by Acuna at short.
Here comes the money. Here we go. Money talk. Here comes the money.
Kind of an awkward swing. That two-seamer was right in on the hands.
Started his swing, probably wanted to stop it once he realized it was going to be that far in off the plate.
What up, Bill? Good to see you. Man, you Mets don't give a crap about that.
Harris hits it.
Foul ball.
Foul down that first base line. Nice play. There we go. Made it look easy. That's Grant Holmes' son. No, I'm kidding.
Grant Holmes' son. That's funny.
And just like Grant Holmes could not have played that any cooler.
1-2 to Harris. Well, he chased
Foul
it
ball.
up.
Still 1-2. Come on, Money Mike.
Bounces way in front of home. Torrens is able to
walk him, and the
runners
bases
stay
will be
put.
juiced.
So you get
For
a little bit
Ozzie.
of a different defensive feel with Torrens. He hasn't been great necessarily at blocking and not nearly as bad, obviously,
Home
as
run,
Alvarez,
baby.
like we
Home
talked about
run.
in
Let's
game
see.
one, but he throws extremely well. He's got great pop time. He's got a strong arm. He's framed really well this year, and so it's a little bit of a different look as far as what you get defensively with Torrens compared to Alvarez.
Alvarez, they rest him and get their young star catcher ready for the postseason.
How do I do 3D animation? It's off of MLB TV subscription. You have to have an MLB TV subscription.
It's just the second trip to the postseason for the Mets since 2016. They did make it a couple of years ago in 22.
Foul ball again, 2-2. Let's go. Come on now. Get it going.
And the first trip for Carlos Mendoza in his first year after taking over as their manager.
You got a timeout.
2 down, 2 on, 2-2 pitch, grounded to second. And Eddie Alvarez throws to first, but the Braves jump out in front.
The damage is done. We get 1 run. Should have had more. We go to the top of the third. It is 1-0 Braves. As the Braves are dire situations here. Their backs against the wall. Win and you're in. Lose and you get to sit on the couch for the rest of the year. Coming up for your Mets, Bader, Torres, and Alvarez. Bader, Torres, and Alvarez up for your Mets. Thanks for being here. Should have autographed that foul, right? 1 more ball. That's a walk. I was hoping. He likes to swing at balls, too. He did that a lot in the first game. But thanks so much for hanging out. Hit that like button. We're trying to get to 100 likes. We're at 89. Let's honor Hank Aaron again. Every 44 likes, we honor Hank Aaron. 44 likes in the chat again. Hank Aaron. We honor you, Hank Aaron. 44 likes on the stream. Thank you guys so much for that. 44 likes. Honor Hank Aaron. Every 44 likes, we honor you, Hammer and Hank, right here on the chat. What's up, DeAndre? Well, yeah, Georgia fan, just chill, man. Enjoy the game. We got mods to take care of doing stuff like that, so don't worry about it. Fan for 10, member for 10 months, seems like 50. What's up, Coach? Good to see you, buddy. Thank you for always being a supportive member. We appreciate you. Philadelphia wants Atlanta to win, so Arizona does not get back in the playoffs. D-backs are spoilers. We getting a pie in the face today? Huh? If we get 23,000, possibly. Possibly.
For the final time of the regular season, hopefully not the final time of 2024 that the Braves are playing baseball here. But they've got to win today to get into the postseason.
We get rid of RC of this offseason.
CJ, he's looked great through 2 innings.
Really sharp. Member for 10 months. Thank you, Triton.
Pitches have looked good. He's been aggressive. He's
we need some Hank injury. That's right.
As far as in the strike zone, not necessarily the mental
39
zone,
subs,
he's been there as well.
Pie
He's
to the
certainly
face.
taking
That's
this
right.
assignment seriously.
He's got Harrison Bader now. Bader gets it towards his teammates, but everybody's okay over there. Speaking of teammates, he was a college teammate of Pete Alonso. Those guys go way back. They played at University of Florida, led him to the College World Series back in 2015, and reunited as New York Mets.
Triton, the Mets must end the season, Mets.
Alonso said, "There's nobody happier than me." The day that they got Bader. Couple lockers
Sale
down
is
from
out
one
with
another,
back
just like old
spasms.
times.
They did not start him. 7 more likes to 100 already. Thank you guys. Come on, Goldilocks. We need your Chris Sale wannabe.
2 balls,
what will
2
I do
strikes.
if the Braves don't make it? We'll continue our NASCAR stuff, and then we'll post them in some baseball here every once in a while. If you get 24,000, then it should be a Jeff Gordon Pepsi flavored pie. Come on, there's Goldilocks. Oh, close. Yes,
Close
we're
with the
racing this
slider,
weekend
but
in
no cigar.
Talladega.
Holmes with a payoff pitch. Got him.
There you go.
Base
Okay.
runners for the New York Mets. And how about 5 strikeouts through 7
5
hitters
Ks for
Holmes.
Goldilocks.
And taking advantage of these at-bats here for a guy like
I forgot
Harrison
to do
Bader.
the
Gets
cheer.
through a 3-2 count. He's got nothing to lose right there
I'm
going to the
cheering for the
postseason
Mets.
and trying to get it started early to get to a
The
fastball. He
NLDS
didn't
will
get
start
the
on
fastball,
Saturday.
and then he couldn't stop his swing.
All right, guys, cheer for the Mets. Triton is having me cheer for the
catcher
Mets.
Luis Torrens.
Strike one. Let's go, Mets.
Yeah, who would have thought? 2 games on Monday when no one was supposed to be playing, and it's Schwellenbach, the rookie, in Game 1, and Holmes, the rookie, in Game 2 for the Braves. With everything on the line here.
2 strikes.
The rookie Holmes is in a zone.
Did they just tell the Mets to go out there and swing the bat so we can get to Milwaukee? Is that what they did? They're like, just swing the bat. We can get this over with. Don't hit the ball. Just swing the bat.
Another strikeout. 6 through 8 hitters for Grant Holmes.
Let's go, Grant Holmes.
And again to the slider here for Grant Holmes. Unbelievable. Get yourself in good counts and throw in
take a
strikeout
postseason
pitches.
appearance. That's right. 2 down here in the top of the 3rd. Get swinging, Mets.
Go back to yesterday, too, when he
forgot.
started that strikeout barrage by the bullpen. They went on the run against the Royals, and now he's striking out everybody here today as Grant Holmes.
So what was his last 2 in that game?
Come on, Goldilocks.
So is that right? We're up to his last 10 hitters faced.
I want to see this guy throw a sick 20K
he struck out 8 of them?
8, yes. That's not too bad, right?
Like 75%.
In the ballpark.
Thank you, Manuel.
The Braves have needed it, and they will continue to need it here in this ball game. The lightly used Eddie Alvarez now at the bottom of the order. How about another strikeout here, Grant?
You hit that like button trying to get to over 100 likes. Almost there.
Two down, 1-2 pitch.
Nope,
He goes to the curveball. It's in the dirt.
Let's go Braves. Packers prod. What's up, man? Oh, didn't.
Dan Bellino, I thought he might ring him up.
I feel like he wanted to. It's interesting to watch. We saw Alvarez get an at-bat in last game against Pierce Johnson. He eventually struck him out with a curveball. Remember, he threw a couple in a full count, and we're seeing a lot of breaking pitches here. And, again, even though he's not known for the stick, it seems like breaking balls are where the Braves want to go with him.
Ground ball.
He's going to ground a fastball to second.
Let's
go. First side retired. A perfect 3 innings for Grant Holmes.
All right. Appreciate everybody being here. Thanks so much for hanging out. My name is CeeLo. We do Atlanta Braves baseball here. At least 2 to 3 games a week. We'll be bringing you every game of the playoffs if the Braves make it. I'm going to try to. Try to, is the word. But the next 3 games for sure. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, San Diego Padres. I'm already betting that we're going to be there. So I'm positive we're going to be there. So we got to win first, though, guys. So let's see what happens here. What do you call this? A W in the playoffs. This is called a play-in game, basically, for the Braves. And considering where we were all season and what we've lost all season, and to be in this play-in game is amazing. So it shows you how much strength this Braves team has. Why didn't Sale start? Back spasms? He hasn't pitched in 5 or 6 days, so I'm not sure what's up there. Maybe he's lifting boxes at his house or something. But why Snip brings in PJ like Bummer, more like, but people don't like Bummer. I know. I wanted Iglesias there in the 8th inning, and then I wanted Dylan Lee there in the 9th. That's what I wanted. Dylan Lee closed out the Royals really good. The reason I didn't like the decision on Uncle Joe Jimenez was he struggled. Remember those 10 balls he threw against the Royals? And that wasn't even a tight playoff game here. And then Pajamas, he didn't do very well either. Those 2 guys struggled their last time out, and I was worried. And that's what happened. They showed what happened.
It's as simple as ever. The Braves win and they're in. If they don't, it's the Diamondbacks.
So, Albies, Ozuna, Olsen. Let's go, Albies.
It all starts tomorrow. And if the Braves win, they go to San Diego in a best-of-3 with the Padres.
They had the decision about Sale done 12 today. Also, you think the Mets are just going through the motions? I think so.
Off the first Lucchesi curveball.
Because the quicker they get this game done, the quicker they get to Milwaukee.
Pretty good ones right on right. And I know he said he's absolutely going back to switch hitting. But there is a pretty stark contrast. He's so great in these spots.
That's not been decided yet,
left-handed pitching when he's batting right-handed. When I see the big hits, I'm like, man, is there any part of you that's maybe thinking about it?
Who's pajamas? That's Pierce Johnson.
But I don't think so.
I don't think so
either. Come on, Ozzy, what are you swinging at?
Amongst
and then defensive switch.
I don't know how often it happens
for the
Mets organization.
Acuna has moved to second, and Eddie Alvarez
from the right side,
the third
and you
shortstop.
Do like things quite a bit.
We shouldn't be striking out at all against this team. This pitcher.
0-2 from Lucchesi. Swing.
Struck him out.
Ozzy 0 for 2.
Bradley says Sale is fine. Or just safe. They don't want the Padres.
There's the switch in the middle infield. Acuna goes from short to second, and then Alvarez goes from second to short.
Yeah, interesting there. I don't know if this is more about getting Acuna different looks, obviously as a young player and a part of their future, wanting to see him play both positions. I don't think there's a strategy to this necessarily.
Good to see some of our regulars over there
with
the
minors. He was a versatile guy. Played center field, he played second, he played short.
You guys.
And he obviously got slotted in at short due to the Lindor injury.
You think the Mets clubhouse called the Braves clubhouse between the games?
Got to believe his best chance here with the New York Mets going forward with Francisco Lindor locked into that long-term contract is going to be at second base. So a little bit surprising that.
Come on, Big Bear. Bear's in the chat. Let's go, Big Bear. Let's go, Big Bear.
So he's been off to a great start, although it's only a couple of weeks worth of a sample size. Acuna has been really good for the Mets when he's been out there.
1-0. That's right, Mike.
Crazy things this year. Imagine if you would have told somebody back in April that the last game of the season, the only Acuna on the field would be playing for the Mets.
Get him. If not, it's okay.
You would assume that they had it clinched early, and that's why Ronald was getting the day off.
1-1.
1 ball, 1 strike to Ozuna.
Matty says, I can't talk trash today unless we win. They play, the Mets win today. They play Milwaukee.
Unlucky there. Right into the bat, 1-2.
So either way, the Mets are playing Milwaukee. If we win, we go to Arizona.
Marcel, you're absolutely all Padres. About the team at bats here, but you do wonder, back of his mind a little bit, just trying to get to number 40 would be nice. Be a good guy to do it against here.
I wish the 3D was a little more in sync, but it'll get there eventually.
Yeah, he's going for back-to-back 4,100 seasons. Only 3 other Braves have ever done that. Eddie Matthews, some guy named Hank Aaron, and then Andrew Jones.
Sure it's not A.A. Ron? There he is.
Oh, there's Andrew. Get off your phone, Andrew. The season's on the line. He's not going to get home to number 40 here.
2 down. You don't want your 2-3 hitters striking out to this guy. Nicky Meatballs, congratulations, man. Congratulations.
4 strikeouts for Lucchesi. He got Olsen looking to hit the first.
Mets win, they go to San Diego. Okay.
Now Olsen bats with 2 outs in the 3rd.
Little Dave says we sold. Foul ball.
That slow curve, Matt tried to wait back, but he fouled it away. Kind of like the speed of the Max Fried curveball.
Yeah, and you got to be careful not to swing or have the same pace of the pitch, right? You want everything to be exactly the same, but it is tough sometimes when you're talking about a breaking ball that's in the 70s.
1-1. Gotta hit the ball, Matty.
Got a home plate umpire Dan Bellino. Turin's checking on it. In between games, there was 40 minutes when you do a traditional
Let's pray for everyone in
header
Nashville. Yes,
like that.
prayers go out to everybody affected by the storm this week.
9 minutes before first pitch,
I can't believe the bullpen imploded,
strangeness of this day.
From our side, as far as preparation goes and looking into who the pitcher is going to be and getting ready for it, it puts us at a little bit of a disadvantage back against the wall, but we survived, and here we are.
It's all part of it. So Acuna in his new position. Slow toss to first.
And that's 3
down. 3 innings in the books. Atlanta by 1.
1-0. 1-0's not going to make it, though. 1-0 is not going to make it. Unfortunately, we gotta get more than that. Can't just let them. No, 1-0 is not. They made a deal to split this doubleheader. Do you think they did? You think they did? You think they let them blow a lead there? I don't know. We'll see what happens. Thank you guys for tuning in. Coming up for your New York Mets. Top of the order, Acuna. His brother, Acuna Jr.'s brother, Acuna, struck out in the first. Iglesias, 0 for 1, and Nimmo, 0 for 1. Big homer for Nimmo in the first game. Big homer to the chop house, over the chop house for Nimmo there. The way the Braves are playing seems like they're just trying to ease along too. Just like, let's get through this game so we can go to San Diego, you can go to Milwaukee, leave the Diamondbacks out of it, and let's go. So we'll see what happens. But there it is, lineup for your Mets. Acuna, Iglesias, Nimmo. Appreciate everybody being here. Thanks so much for hanging out. Hit that like button for us. Subscribe to the channel. We'll be bringing you the next 3 Braves games for the playoffs. If we get in, and that's if we get in. Braves, Padres, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, all 7:30 games as so scheduled as of right now. But thank you guys for the year of the Atlanta Braves. I want to thank MLB Game Day 3D for supplying this major software that has improved our channel greatly. I want to thank Clan HBS for showing me how to do this. And I mean, we all us Brave streamers do the 3D, I guess, as you guys know. We all do it differently. I have full screen. Some have full screen, some don't. Dixon Wade does more play-by-play and let y'all watch the 3D. But here we go. Acuna back up.
Luis Angel Acuna, a 22-year-old rookie, to lead it off in the 4th.
I'm fly right field. Soler, get it, son. Get it, son. No.
One thing about those low walls that always gets you concerned for outfielders. He was going pretty hard, and he knew it was going to be close. And I kind of joked about it earlier, but it is certainly harder to slow down when you're going at that speed. I guess that's probably one of the upside parts of the net, right? It catches you a little bit, and you're not going to fall into the stands. And he's kind of laughing about it a little bit, and everything's fine.
Now he gets his hat back on, ready to rock and roll.
I'll fly again.
Here.
Acuna's Soler's guy. I got it.
Mr. Soler.
Can of corn.
10 straight retired to start the game for Holmes.
Can of corn in the chat.
Quick message from Duncan.
This baseball season, nothing hits like Duncan. Always
in the outfield this game, you got Laureano in left field, Money Mike in center, and Soler in right field. All right, Holmes, let's go. Iglesias,
now, Jose Iglesias riding that 21-game hit streak, longest by the Mets this season. He has really given a big boost to the Mets this year, and unexpected. 34 years old, and over the course of his career, although he's hung around CJ, he hasn't been a guy that has exploded like he has this season.
No, and
MLB
in the beginning of his career, he
was
was
based
never
off the
known as an
MLB
offensive guy either. It was always a really, really good glove that he brought to the table, but he has found something here lately all of a sudden.
3-0 sure didn't, Tony says. They need to prove somebody wrong about their chances here.
Up and all
Look
of a sudden
how
now
they've played most of the year with a bunch of replacements.
He's been a huge contributor for them. That's the other part of it. It's one thing to kind of do okay, and all of a sudden you see a little bit of offense, but they've needed it.
3-1, come on,
he's
Holmes.
been a big part of the reason that since they fell 11 games under 500 back in June, they've gone 65-38 and clinched a postseason spot.
Popped up again. Soler's busy. Right field.
And another catch.
2 down. Can of corn. Tennessee, Justin. Can of corn in the house. Palladian, what's up?
All
right, to back Nimmo.
Yeah.
Watch out, he can hit it in the stands quickly.
I mean, he got enough people, I think, that were digging it. For sure, he got the claps he was looking for.
Outside ball, 1-0.
Well, NIMMO struck out swinging back in the first.
Count. Because we have Mets fans that are members. They want to become a member and use the Mets emoji. This is a fan-friendly interactive chat, man. We support everybody. Woo! 2-1. There you go.
Brandon Nimmo, the longest tenured New York Met, 9th season.
Let Holmes go the distance? I think
back
so.
In 2016. 13th overall pick back in 2011. And he's got a 2-2 count.
2-2. You probably won't start another game. Who are the announcers? It's Brandon Gaudin, and I can't remember the other guy's name. 292 in the chat. Hit that like button for us. Become a member. Subscribe. Send a super chat.
Grant Holmes.
There you go.
Everything he's got.
He just absolutely continues to dominate, showing up for this monster moment here for the Braves and doing great work against these Mets.
All right, we go to the bottom of the fourth. Bottom of the fourth. K's in the chat. Coming up, Soler bombs. As Larry says, Razor Ramon. Hey, yo. Laureano and Little G coming up. And CJ Nikowski. Thank you, Jake. Soler, 1-for-1 with a double. Laureano's going to try to not strike out this time. And Little G with a base hit. So, thank you, Bradley. But there he is, your lineup for your Braves. Hit that like button. Hit that subscribe. We're trying to get a 150 on the likes. 150 on the likes. Thank you, guys, for tuning in. Last regular season game for the Atlanta Braves. We did the first game. Got to do the last. But yeah, well, this is a fan-friendly interactive chat. So if you are a Mets fan, make sure you cheer on your Mets. Say go Mets. We have tons of mods that are Mets fans, so we're cool. We're cool with them. We're cool. Just be nice. That's all we request. You can talk trash. Just be nice about it. You know, there's a way of doing things. Menace dropping those Ks. What's up, bud? 30 more subs. That's right. 23K. So close. 23K. So close. See if we can get us there. Hold on, if we're gonna do a bunch of redeem cheers, let me change the GIF here, and then you can do it again. Let me change the gift, make sure it's right. But I'm gonna cheer the Mets again. Nicky Meatballs just having fun. Him and Triton just having a good old time with it. All right, back at it. Here we go, Braves. Let's go.
This year against lefty starters, 28-17, almost 5 runs a game. So they've hit lefties a lot better than righties. 1 run so far against Lucchesi. Let's see if they can add on here in the fourth.
Let's tick up that home run number to at least
bombs in the chat.
70
Let's go
and some
Mets.
more if they don't mind here. And again, it seems like it's the right guy to be able to make that happen. But Lucchesi has thrown the ball well.
Soler just missed a homer off of Lucchesi in the second. And then he came around to score on the Urshela RBI hit.
Nicky's secretly recording me so he can use this as blackmail down the road. And Triton. Let's go.
Huge cut. 1-2.
1-2. Come on, Soler. You hit him last time. No, I don't have any champagne. Thank you, Terrell, for subscribing. Thirty away. Two. Come on, Mets. I'm cheering for the Mets because Triton and Nicky Meatballs like to get a kick out of it. Let's go, Mets. M-E-T-S.
64th pitch here today for Lucchesi.
Eat your heart out. The pitch. Foul ball, still 2-2.
And the situation that they are in, they're playing a postseason game tomorrow, and so Lucchesi's going to be out there for a while. He made 17 starts in the minor leagues, and so certainly for him the pitch count has been up there, but I think they'll probably push pretty hard.
Yeah, for them it's all about preserving those bullpen arms.
Crossed. One down.
All right, Ramon Laureano coming up.
So there you go. Cheering for the Mets. Congratulations.
Liberty Mutual Insurance field coverage.
Looking for the real Mets
Ramon
emoji
Laureano,
here.
what he did with Cleveland versus Atlanta, a little bit different.
Yeah, the everyday playing time has been the key. Those are great numbers, by the way.
All right, let's
you
go.
can tell there in his 66 games here. And really kind of reviving his career, right? Did not get off to that great start with the Guardians. Wasn't playing every day. He was very honest about that when he got here, how much he didn't like it. Also felt like, you know,
Laureano, be patient here.
They're doing well. It just wasn't a match for him.
You were a good hitter.
The way that the information was relayed, some of the platoon stuff, none of that was working for him. And I think he likes the kind of more simple, somewhat traditional approach that he has gotten from the Atlanta Braves. It's just worked for him.
And since August 1st, he's been even better. He's got one of the top 5 batting averages in the National League if you go back to August 1st.
1-1, Laureano. Come on. Hey, yo.
Boy.
Yank that one. Come on, straighten it out.
Too far to the left.
Say hello. Come on there. Come on, Laureano. It has been exhausting, Trey. Outside, 2-2.
Count evens up. A curveball missing from Lucchesi. Game number 2,430 of the Major League season this year. The final one. All eyes watching Atlanta to finish the postseason picture.
3-2. All right, now it's working. That emoji should be good. Yeah, he does. Foul ball, 3-2.
And it stays 3-2.
The clock ticking for us to get a foul ball in this
much longer in the game.
Just about 5 innings left.
Bottom of the fourth.
A little bit slow. I know it's tough to get one up here.
1-0 Braves.
We've seen him go in the radio booth. We saw one go in the visitor booth, I believe.
Yeah, it's
our time.
It's been close. We've never had it happen. Cutter is high, so a one-out walk for Laureano. It's about the only thing we haven't seen this year. So I think we've seen everything else you could possibly witness in a Major League Baseball season.
Home run.
One for sure. We just
get you another RBI. Come on, little G. Let's go.
Endured so much here. Again, with all those injuries, and yet they're still in this position. It's taken a little bit longer. It's 3 straight games where they've been in the win and getting
same thing for Mets in June 11th game. 11 games under 500. A lot of suffering for both fans.
Amongst Braves country, there's probably this feeling. Yeah,
and
but
we do both get in the NL East with 3 teams in the playoffs.
I can guarantee you, nobody in a Braves uniform is going to have that mindset going out to San Diego if that happens.
I agree, and I've said it, and I'm not just saying it because we're Braves broadcasters, but for this team, they have the pieces. They're here.
Hitting that light punch for us.
We know the Chris Sale news wasn't great. We don't know what that potentially means, assuming that they will move forward here in the postseason. But this is not a group of underachievers that somehow is finding their overachievers that is finding their way in. These are
Does
good
Gio
players.
have the green light? Let's see.
A really good pitching staff, and
Gio got the green light.
I'd love to see it because I think they could do some damage this postseason.
What a story it would be. But still a long way to go.
Let's go. Ball.
Inside, so back-to-back walks. Lucchesi starting to show a bit of fatigue. Jeremy Hefner is going to pay a visit.
Oh, I know, right? I bet a lot of Mets fans did.
Here's a quick message from Kia.
The turbocharged.
I was surprised to see the half Mets starter in the lineup for Game 2. All right, Murphy. M's in the chat. Let's go. Big home run right here.
Joey Lucchesi this season in the minor leagues with the New York Mets, and quite honestly, his job today is to do the organization.
Runners at first and second.
And he knows that. He understands it. I'm not saying you let a guy stay out there and give up 9 runs. That wouldn't be right either. But
let's go.
He knows what they're asking for him, why they're asking to make it happen, and I think he'll be out there for a while. I don't see any action at all down in that New York Mets bullpen.
So far, the only run came on the Urshela RBI hit in the second, but Sean Murphy can change that right now.
All the dirt, 1-0.
Reds bounces it, runners stay put.
Time for Atlanta. Brace home. That's right. Chris says Murph has the power, but the discipline he needs to work on. Did not work out of a season that he thought he would have this year, especially
in the dirt.
Right off the bat getting hurt. Remember the first game? Out for a bunch of days. Still batting under 200.
In the first game, the opportunity maybe of trying to take extra bases. This is a different situation for me. You play a little bit more conservative on the bases right now when you got a pitcher like this, especially back against the wall. You don't want to run into any outs on the base pass.
And Sean Murphy now has a 2-2 count.
Yeah, he's out for like 2 months. And you can't play D-Train. He caught the whole 9 innings. 3-2.
Lucchesi is threatening to walk the bases loaded. A free pass to Laureano, then to Urshela. Now 3-2 to Sean Murphy. And Murphy walked his last time up in the second. Payoff pitch. Murphy down the right field line with Taylor sprinting over.
That's going to move the runners. Oh, wow. He got it back in quick.
Second and first.
Wasn't high enough to move the runners.
Gave it a ride, just needed a little bit more. That is a nice play by Taylor in the corner.
Hit it down in the corner there.
Ramon Laureano, and I think rightly so, off the base there, making sure that if that ball got down, he would score.
Thank you, Brian. Appreciate you subbing, Brian.
Well, let's see what Orlando Arcia can do. Game number 157 this year for Orlando. That's the most games he's played in his career. His previous career high was 153 when he was a Brewer back in 2017.
Almost.
And that one issue this year, we had the abscess tooth against the Giants back in July. Missed a few games, but outside of that, he's pretty much been a regular. And he rolls this foul down the third base line.
Me too, Colin. The Braves win, both teams move on. That's right. 0-2, 2 outs. Come on, Arcia. Stay alive.
That would have been a nice one to take advantage of. Lucchesi is not trying to throw that curveball right down the middle like he did in that 0-2 count.
Come on, Arcia.
Still nobody throwing in that Mets pen. Lucchesi, 86 pitches now. 1-2 to Arcia.
1-2.
And everything's certainly quiet in the Braves pen with how dominant Grant Holmes has
trying to get
been
to
through
150 on the likes. Hit that like button for us. What's up, Stacy? 2-2.
Up and in.
Good eye, Arcia.
Was that Orlando or was that Lucchesi making that sound?
I think it was Orlando. He's known for those noises at the pitches that come up around his head, understandably.
Come Mets, Justice says. Justice, what's up?
He hit a different octave there, though.
He did. He's staying light and trying to keep it fun.
We might be a little behind you, Justice, so ground ball, Arcia. What a play by Acuna.
And the Braves will strand 2, 1-0 after 4.
We go to the 5th. Coming up for your Mets. Pete, throw it again, Alonso, Marte, and Taylor. Alonso 0 for 1 with a strikeout. Marte 0 for 1 with a strikeout. And Taylor 0 for 1. So thank you guys for tuning in today on the go. CeeLo here. Thank you for tuning in all year. We've had a really good year of baseball here on our channel. Braves are 3-3 with the Padres this year. Yeah, so we have proved to beat them. So, but I think if Sale can go tomorrow and Fried on Wednesday, I guess we don't need that Thursday game. We just need Tuesday, Wednesday, right? We need back-to-back wins. But Alonso, Marte, Taylor. But we got to win this one first, y'all. We're up 1-0. How'd that score? Little G had a little blooper to left center. And Soler Power. Soler came in from third. So he got himself over there by a wild pitch. And he went head first in the third to get there. I think he didn't even know how to slide. Not scared of the Padres. We already beat them. Exactly. I'm not scared of those guys. Everybody's like, oh, the Padres, they're tough. Like, okay. We played a lot of tough teams. So, and when we play tough teams, we go to bat. It's when we play these crap teams that we do bad. Dang, the Braves need to win. We need these playoffs. That's right, Timmy. Good to see you. Dodgers have a chance to beat the Braves like we did. Sorry. Oh, yeah, it'd be a good matchup. That's the tough thing. Braves going to have a tough schedule. They're going to play the Padres, and then they'll have to play the Dodgers. So it's not going to be an easy ride to the NLCS. So Mike says, I know it's early still, but 1-0 isn't enough, and only 2 hits. So are we really struggling against a Mets team already in and maybe not even trying? I don't know. It's tough. We're striking out to a guy that's not very good. And that's what we always do. We make these
offense give him some support. They're going to ask him for another 0.
There's Alonso. Roofer to right field. That's a base hit.
Against Grant Holmes today. It's a soft single to right by Pete Alonso.
So Alonso with a base hit.
Contact, and it was against the slider here from Grant Holmes, which has been so good in this game here. You don't mind it at all for
Phillies and Dodgers, your team for the playoffs.
Alonso just kind of muscles that thing in the right.
Awesome, RTH. Thanks, guy.
So Holmes no longer perfect. Runner at first, tying run at first, and here's Marte. Alonso,
double play right here, slider,
this game,
86 on the gun.
The second Met ever to play in every game of a 162-game season. Felix Millan did it back in 1975, and no other Met had done it until today.
Holmes at 49 pitches.
Beat writer Anthony DeComo for that tidbit.
7 strikeouts.
Looks like we're going to get some action now.
I know, there's the no-hitter, by the way.
And with this game being so close, you just really can't take any chances right now after the leadoff base hit.
Great stop by Murph.
It's going to loosen. So you think about Joe Jimenez and Iglesias, who obviously struggled there in game 1, CJ. Do you think that they're available for game 2?
Absolutely. I think everybody is available here, even though things did not go well. Talk about it all the time. You flush it, and you got to be ready to go.
Glad you guys are here.
The season is on the line. Sid talked about potentially guys pitching 4 days in a row. They have not had to do that. And it's for this moment.
3-1. Come on. We don't need first and second, no outs.
They would not have an off day until after that 3-game set in San Diego. So you'd be off on Friday and then start the next series against LA on Saturday. Again, there's
this is not
a lot of ifs between now and then, but that would be the lineup.
Foul ball 3-2. Oh, you don't do that, Georgia fan. Don't do that, man. No, you don't do that,
bro. 3-2 to Marte. And he missed low.
And he walked.
So runners at
now we got first and second.
Here in the 5th.
First and second. Does Atlanta have the biggest Met killer, Travis Garneau in the lineup? No, he can't catch 9
great innings.
And that's it for Grant.
Here in the 5th. And now it's on to Daysbel Hernandez.
Claps in the chat. I think I would have left him in there, but claps in the chat for
Racetrack beats.
Goldilocks, 7 strikeouts, 1 hit ball, shutout. Let's go. K's in the chat. Or claps in the chat. Sorry, claps. Claps in the chat for claps in the chat. And he also threw 21 pitches yesterday. Oh, okay. Understandable. Claps in the chat for Goldilocks. Desbel Hernandez now in the chat. Please lock this down, Braves. That's right. Why is Snit pulling pitchers so fast? Like Jake just said, he pitched 21 pitches yesterday, and he just threw 52 pitches. So that's enough. We need him maybe tomorrow, or actually Tuesday. He won't pitch tomorrow. Probably, maybe. You never know. Travis needs to be in this game. He caught 9 innings. You can't have a catcher catch double innings. That's exhausting, man. Please message Pure Adrenaline Sports and tell him to allow chat without subscribers only. He seems to be extremely sensitive to negative comments. I'm a Mets fan. I've told him that, but that's his channel. He can do what he wants, man. But I'm glad you guys are here. My name is CeeLo. We don't do that here. We welcome in everybody. I understand people try to build channels that way. It's fine. Whatever he wants to do. That's his channel. He can do what he wants. But I have good friends with Pure Adrenaline Sports. We've talked before this game. We talked before game 1 this morning. So, that's his channel. He does what he wants. So the Braves are in the wild card. No, Alex. So we got to win here to get in. But Grant Holmes came in. He was told. He said he was told at the end of game 1 that he was pitching. So. Wasn't even prepared.
Will come in to relieve him.
But 4+ innings, 1 hit,
when you consider the
1
fact
walk,
that he
7
pitched
Ks.
yesterday, and to
Can't
pitch
ask
into
for
the
anything
5th
better.
inning to throw as many strikes as he did, and as great
All right,
as he
Hernandez,
was. But now
it's you, buddy.
15
15 games, 2.76
really
ERA.
good yesterday for the Braves.
Strike
and
1.
He fires a strike in there to Tyrone Taylor.
I wish the stream was synced. It'd be fun. Foul ball. Andrew, thank you for being a member for 7 months, buddy.
And with that sun now shining,
it's the Mets. The Mets
for
are batting right
Laureano
now.
and the left fielders in this ball game to contend with.
Strike them out, Mets batters.
Had a little bit of rain in the first game. Good stop
1-2,
there by
did not
Sean
chase.
Murphy. But since that shower moved on, we've been clear.
Yep, it's been pleasant. You do have some shadows, not just the sun there, but kind of the way the outfield is right now. You can see it there where you're in the sun, in the shade. But not too bad and probably not affecting the hitters.
There you go. Did he go?
Good
Yeah.
job by Desbel Hernandez. Come out of the bullpen, get that first out.
And he does it on the slider, and I think for Hernandez, pitching with a little bit of a different level of confidence right now after what he did yesterday, facing 6 hitters and striking out 5 of
All
them.
right, Bader up to bat. He's 0 for 1 with a strikeout.
And now Harrison Bader. Hernandez, the 27-year-old from Cuba. The Braves first saw him at a tryout in Miami in 2018. They thought his stuff looked amazing. They signed him. They sent him to High A Rome. And eventually, after a few years in the minors, debuted last year briefly with Atlanta.
2-1.
No one would have predicted necessarily that he would be in this spot in such a big game, but here he is.
Bader struck out in the third.
Behind Bader 3-0. Pumps in a strike there.
No green light, 3-1.
So back to 3-2 now.
And the easiest way about doing that with pass is subscribe to his channel. Help the guy out. Like it's free. It doesn't cost
Bader,
anything to subscribe.
That the Mets signed to a 1-year, $10.5
You can unsubscribe at any time. There you go, K's frozen pizza.
Hernandez loses his hat, but he gets the strikeout looking.
It's a good trick. You got to pick when you're going to use it, right? Let your hat fall off, distract the hitter, and go fastball right down the middle. He doesn't know what's going on, and so he just looks at that fastball at 96 miles an hour.
You put $20 on sale to be the MLB strikeout leader. Fire the
too much, and then guys don't bite.
All right, now Terrence,
no
the
Mets,
catcher.
Cooper says. 2 outs here.
As Daysbel Hernandez tries to get out
Anytime
of
our
this,
pitchers
keep the
strike
Braves on
somebody out
top.
looking, we're putting pizzas in the chat. Maybe we should have put him in the 8th inning, huh? Last game. What happened to Snip Bear? That kind of just went away.
Turin struck out in the 3rd against Holmes.
2 strikes.
And Hernandez is threatening to strike him out here in the 5th.
Alex says my Mets. Oh, I forgot I had to cheer for the Mets. Let's go Mets. Triton.
1-2. Got a piece.
Foul ball.
The single and the walk to start the inning, but Taylor struck out Bader. And now Torrens goes to 3rd. Urshela's
step on it, little G, unassisted.
Daysbel Hernandez, job done out of the pen to keep it 1-0.
Maybe we should have pitched him in the 8th inning. Oh well, easier said than done. Hope everybody's doing well. Appreciate you hanging out. Hit that like button. We're trying to get to 150 on the likes. And hit that subscribe. We're trying to get, we are close. We're 22 away from 23,000 subscribers. Thank you guys, man. I didn't think we'd get there today, but maybe we will. Maybe we won't. But thank you guys so much for everything. Why does he have to cheer for the Mets if he likes the Braves? It's a cheer that you can have me do. ! Redeem cheer. It costs like 500,000 points, but if you gamble enough in this chat, you can have me call or cheer on your Mets as well. Coming up for your Braves, top of the order. Get it ready. The money's ready. Money Mike. See what Money Mike can do. Money Mike, Albies, and Ozuna. Not what you want in this playoff game. Your 1, 2, 3 hitters to be 0 for 5. And then Ozuna 0 for 6. So we'll see what happens here. Hit that like button. We are into the bottom of the 5th. Because the Mets fans are here. I like to bust him, Nicky Meatball says. I just got internet back like the start of the game. Well, welcome back, Andrew. Welcome back. Maybe the 3D will lag a little bit. We can get synced up here, but if not, the 3D is going to be just a little faster than the thing here. So do apologize about that, but that is what it is. But thank you guys. 334 in the chat, over 100 likes, almost a 150. We're close to 23,000. All we need now is a Braves win. So let's see what we can do here as Money Mike.
This earlier, but Jose Iglesias to the Mets at the top of the list. What about Matt Olson and Michael Harris right behind him?
Yeah, it would be nice to see these guys add on as
Money's
well.
in the chat.
Time is now here. Really important for the Atlanta Braves.
Patient,
again, we said it the last couple of innings, but to give this pitching staff
be patient, Michael Harris
right now. Grant Holmes, Daysbel Hernandez, just fantastic. And certainly we've seen it. The bats have been really good lately, but we're looking for more.
Harris, a couple of ground outs.
So much
Hard
for that.
Hit, but Pete Alonso's
Ground
right there.
ball.
He says he'll take it
down.
himself.
1 down. Ozzy, we need you right here, baby.
I know the Mets would never lose this game intentionally, and they wouldn't do that. That would be wrong to the game. But if you gave them truth serum, they travel. I'm not saying it's easier to play Milwaukee as opposed to the Padres. They're both very good teams, but the travel certainly for them would be easier to go to Milwaukee.
I don't think anybody wants to play the Padres, to be honest with you. That team right now, for me, if you look on paper, take the Braves out of the equation. They are probably the best built team to go on a deep run.
Ozuna
They
is
could also
playing,
lose in the first round to the Braves based on the pitching that the Braves have. But I think they are the one team that most don't want to face. Their bullpen runs extremely deep. They did lose Kim for the season, but their lineup is also really good and their starters.
Ground ball. 3rd.
Slow throw across, but it gets the job done. 2 down. And again, the Braves, the only team they can play if they win is the Padres.
Big Bears
so
in the chat. Yeah,
the Brewers. The Brewers
extra accounts are nice. Thank you for trying to help, but YouTube knows when you don't use those extra accounts, and then they'll just take them away from you. So, but thank you, though.
Both atmospheres will be electric, whether you're out in San Diego or up in Milwaukee. Those two fan bases will be ready to rock and roll for the 3-game series that starts tomorrow.
Bears in the chat.
Another chance at third for Iglesias.
Ground ball.
3 groundouts for the Braves in the bottom of the 5th.
1-0. Go to the 6th. Do both series start tomorrow? I believe so, yes. Mets start earlier than if Braves win here, Mets start earlier. Yeah, no patience. No patience at all from your 1, 2, 3 hitters. Leaving this guy in here too, which is crazy. Up to bat for your Mets here in the 6th inning. Alvarez, Acuna, top of the order, and Iglesias. Hernandez, I guess, will be coming back out here. So we'll see what happens. Kind of running out of pitchers, too. We can't pitch Fried. Could you pitch Fried? Would you put him out there in the 9th to shut it down? Would you put Fried in, considering he's probably not going to... Well, but he might have to pitch tomorrow if Sale can't go. So you really can't take that chance, right? Wasn't Acuna brave? This is Ronald Acuna's brother that's on the Mets team. Chipper Jones is crying in retirement home right now after that inning. Ozuna 0 for 8 in this doubleheader. Yeah. Yep. Lopez, yeah, maybe Lopez. Get him in there. But we all want the AJ show. Good luck to your Braves. Thank you, buddy. Be careful, Braves. Try your best. Doing good, man. Just trying to get the 23 here. Almost there. But thank you, everybody, coming up. Let's see. Hernandez coming out there with his 16th pitch.
Game break. Well, there are no other game highlights to show, so we show you this. So again, the Brewers, their opponent will be either the Diamondbacks or the Mets. If the Braves win, Braves will play the Padres.
Wish they played Kelnick. So yeah, they just kind of stopped playing him.
Shakes out here and a few more innings. Or maybe we'll play 22 in game 2. Who knows?
I'm tired of the stress, man. I mean, these games are too close. The first one, all the back and forth, felt like the Braves had it.
At 23,
behind, get ahead, lose it later. It's 1-0 here in the game.
Hurt? I don't know.
Should be blowing this team out right now. And this is a lot on the nerves, but we do love it. We love the game.
2 strikes.
Get this thing done.
You know, in sports, we're prone to hyperbole, right? But that first game, I cannot remember in a baseball game a bigger swing of emotions within a inning and a half span than we saw in game 1.
And it did not feel like it was coming either, right? It felt like the Braves were in position like they have so many times this year with the lead just to go ahead and take it to the house and finish things smoothly. And it just did not go that way. And to see 8 runs,
well, it's either he makes good contact or he strikes out.
Bullpen, unheard of because of how great they had been. And then even the 4 that the Braves scored, and then Diaz going back out. There's some stories circulating with their beat writers that
no, it won't be Braves Brewers.
Did on the bounce. They're going to take him out.
Be the Braves Padres.
I'm going back in. And Carlos Mendoza was essentially forced to let him stay forced, but agreed to let him stay in the game after Diaz put up the big fight. I wouldn't mind seeing Stanek, quite honestly, a guy who was prone to the long ball.
I mean, one mistake here.
Had an issue with him, but
one
it was Diaz
mistake,
that said, nope, I'm going back out.
And this game is tied.
He ran with it.
And the Mets held on for the improbable 8-7 win
to throw
clinch
that one
their
corner.
postseason berth.
Double play would be nice.
All right, so Alvarez, potential tying run at first. Here's Acuna.
1-1.
Acuna, we talked about it on Tuesday when the Mets were in town, but really known for his defense in the minors. That's the thing that really was his ticket, but he has hit the ball well at the major league level.
Popped up.
Here, it's an innocent pop fly into foul ground towards Matt Olson.
Matty-O. 1 down. We need Braves versus Astros. We got a long way to go before that.
From Braves country to the world.
All right, up to bat. Iglesias, he's 0 for 2.
Official airline of the Atlanta Braves.
I mean, who are you going to have catch? D-Train cannot catch.
What this is like for Ronald Acuna watching this game and his little brother out there.
I mean,
all that he's been through personally and watching his teammates fight for their season and his little brother on the other side. A lot of emotions, I'm sure.
And the frustration of not being able to help. You know how much that guy loves playing baseball. But it's been nice, certainly, for he and the family to see
throws over to first.
His brother get a shot, but we're looking forward to a day that turns into an 0 for.
Yeah, brother Luis Angel is 0 for 3 today. This one's going to go foul off the bat of Iglesias. There is a 19-year-old Acuna named Brian. He's in the lower levels of the Twins minor league system. And then there's a 12-year-old Kenny, supposedly already showing off his baseball skills.
High fly.
Soler over toward the gap. Pulls it in.
2 down. Love Murph, but he needs to work on batting.
Brian Snitker is going to take out Daysbel Hernandez before Brandon Nimmo comes to the plate, and it's on to Dylan Lee, the lefty out of the pit.
Pitching all the guys I told you to pitch before. All right, Dylan Lee. So Hernandez still responsible for that runner at first. But here's the final line score. Holmes, 4 innings pitched, 1 hit, 1 walk, 7 Ks. The line score for Hernandez is still not closed yet. 1 2/3 innings pitched, 2 Ks, and he is responsible for the runner at first. So there's your final line scores there. Braves manager looks nice. No snit. Why? I know. This is going to be interesting. Now we have no one to close. I was going to have Dylan Lee close. Now you're talking Luke Jackson. You're talking Chavez. Who else? Who am I forgetting? Anybody else that we can use? And I mean, Iglesias only pitched 7 pitches. He did give up that home run, but Iglesias only threw 7 pitches in that 8th inning, so he is eligible to come back out. I mean, you're not going to keep him out of the bullpen, so. Anybody, if I'm missing anybody else that we can use? Hernandez is done. We used Bummer. Who else? Roger Daltrey, Keith Moon, Pete Thompson.
The Braves go to MLBshop.com.
And it's Nimmo who put it in the chop house.
The Race brought to you by Racetrack. The
Last
Braves,
game,
they win here,
big hero for them.
into the postseason. If they lose, the Diamondbacks are in.
All right, let's see what happens here.
Very interested parties
Dylan
are the
Lee.
Diamondbacks, obviously, and then don't forget about the Padres and the Brewers watching, waiting to see who they're going to square off against starting tomorrow. All right, here's Dylan Lee coming in to face Brandon Nimmo, lefty-lefty matchup.
There's
the
a
first
base
pitch,
hit to right field.
To right.
That's going to move the runner to
Alvarez
third.
He's going to head for third base, and he's going to get in sliding.
Soler almost threw that away.
So the tying run, 90 feet away.
Yeah, Nimmo knows he's going to get strikes. We talked about it last time with Dylan Lee. He is not going to walk left-handed hitters. Hasn't done it all year long. He also caught a break here. Dylan Lee did not back up third base, and that throw was offline, and this is not the time for that. You're playing in this really tight game. Had that ball gotten away from
my gosh.
Watch the throw here and look where Dylan Lee is. He would have scored there. And so you just got to make sure. I know sometimes there's times where you can take that play off, but not here. Not when this game matters as much as it does.
So now you've got the lefty facing the power hitting righty in Pete Alonso.
Ground ball, little G, make a good throw.
And the Mets remain scoreless as we head to the bottom of the 6th.
Little G coming in clutch over there at third. Riley's been teaching that boy well. Should have let Hernandez in. That's what I'm saying. Oh boy, is Drew Smiley still with the Braves? I don't think so. But man, oh man. So we go to the bottom of the 6th as we move right along. It is Olsen, Soler, and Laureano. Matty O, 0 for 2. Soler, 1 for 2. And Laureano, 0 for 1. Ooh, feeling. I was a little nervous there with runners at first and third. CeeLo looking squimmy and anxious. Yep. Now, come on, Braves. I know. Yes, can we each give each other high fives? If Lee's in, the Mets gonna win. If Lee's in, the Mets are gonna win, he says. I don't know. I think I would have rather had Lee. I was calling for Lee in the 9th inning for game 1. That's who I was calling for. CeeLo was doing tomorrow game 1 wild card. If we win, I'm doing game 1 tomorrow. Just like this. And if I think it's on ESPN too, so I don't know how that's going to be synced. If it's way off, I'll be using Braves radio network. But we'll see how it goes. Let's get some more runs. We got to, man. We got to wake up here.
Kept the Mets scoreless. Even
all right, Matteo. Pour a big bowl of Matteo's right here. Big home run would be nice.
And how about Ronaldo Lopez starting?
Ronaldo Lopez. Well, someone said that.
We've talked about him coming into these last few days that he could be the wild card once he came off the IL.
Chat?
And now the opportunity for Ronaldo Lopez, who has a ton of experience in the bullpen, to be a very important piece here.
And Lucchesi, 94
Lucchesi at 95 pitches. Or 94
pitches.
Still
throwing for the Mets.
Yeah, Andrew, good job.
5 pitches in that 5th inning.
Making this Lucchesi guy look like a Cy Young winner.
So I mentioned 94 pitches,
2-hit shutout, a 2-hit 1-run game
for Lucchesi, and he is going to go.
Yeah, we don't need Charlie Morton
this afternoon.
Hopped up foul to the left side.
In the air, foul ground, but Iglesias doesn't have enough room. For Matt
20
Olson
to go.
Today, game number 619.
20 to go on our subscriber count.
618. This one's 619.
There's our 150 likes.
Major League Baseball's active Iron Man.
Ooh, 2-2. Just close.
Outside.
Wow, that was a close one. Oh, Matty.
The other
foul
way,
ball.
but it's going to go foul. E10 down there.
Thanks for the likes. Let's go to 200 likes. We're at 150.
Come in this game, and that'll
200
be it for
likes.
Dylan Lee, which caps a really, really strong regular season for him and what he meant to this bullpen
Freddie
this year.
Freeman
He
is
really
injured.
stepped
I heard
up.
about that.
The last time Dylan Lee allowed an inherited runner to score, you have to go back to May 4th.
Full count.
That part of the game really strong. I talked about it last night. He has now faced this season 78 lefties
Joseph.
with 0 walks.
Yeah, this is the real time, Bobby.
In the game's history, that many batters faced without walking a lefty for a left-handed reliever. That is big time.
Foul ball again.
Every pitching stat that we've thrown at you this year about the Braves, it's almost stunning.
Matty doesn't do well with many pitches like this.
The end of game 1 today so jarring. That the bullpen, which has been so good, gave up the 8 runs late.
We've been doing it all year, Bobby. Another foul ball. What a bad bat. Broken bat, too.
Less than half.
Broken bat.
You can see how Matt Olson chokes up, and that was right on the label. It's impressive.
So he's got his new lumber, and he's ready for what will be the 9th pitch of the at-bat.
Oh. 9th pitch.
Payoff from Lucchesi. Got him.
Dang it.
He does in horrible on the hands for the first
when there's
out.
9 or a high pitch count like that. Horrible. Strikes out every time.
Well, you see this inner third, and then it runs off the plate. And for Matt Olson,
down.
you also see the frustration on his face, knowing that was a pitch outside of the strike zone.
Soler bombs in the chat.
Each team only 2 hits here in this ball game, and one of them from this guy.
1-0.
Who had the double off the wall in the second, and then 2 batters later, Urshela with the RBI single.
19
the Braves
away.
have had some base runners since on walks, but they do not have any hits since that time.
Yeah, let's do something productive.
Soler doing his Orlando Arcia impersonation there with the ball coming inside.
I really wonder for Lucchesi, as good as he is thrown here today and willing to do whatever the team needs.
Oh yeah, I've seen this too many times.
Where the line is.
Every time. 9 pitches a higher,
not too long ago, didn't seem like a big deal, but he is an uncharted territory.
8, 9 pitches all the time.
For this season, both between what he did in the minors and the major leagues.
The bullpen's still quiet as a church mouse right now.
Hit for Soler.
Soler hits it to left.
There you go, baby. Hit it to right field earlier. Now he's going left.
It's going to be 2 doubles now on the day for Jorge Soler.
Let's go. All right, Soler. I see you.
That was loud off the bat.
All right, Laureano. Hey, yo.
Felt like such a good matchup.
Chops in the chat for Laureano.
For 115
Could he put it in the stands?
miles an hour and get under that one a little bit more. It would have been way
Thank you, Egg.
But you will take the double.
Braves are going to pinch run Eli White. Jorge Soler, a couple of doubles. So he did his job, and now White takes over. Laureano, big game 1. So far in game 2, strikeout and a walk.
Outside ball.
Just any insurance, any breathing room right now would certainly be welcome.
Base hit, scores a run. 1 out. Oh, I forgot. Next at bat, I'll cheer for the Mets. Ooh. Little quick move there on Eli White. $107 pitches. 107 pitches for this
threw
kid.
Briefly in game 1 today, has now started to throw in that bullpen.
Wow. You would not expect that from the Mets side, right? That you have a guy who pitched in game 1 of a game that you needed to win, and now you have a game that you don't need to win.
You got Eli White on the
somebody throwing both ends of the doubleheader, right? It's one thing on the other side.
Hop fly, right field.
Laureano gave it a decent ride.
Come on, Eli White.
There. Eli
Go, baby.
White will tag.
Tag.
And Taylor's throw is
save. All right, now I got to cheer for the Mets.
Laureano, he thought he should have gotten more of that one.
Yeah, we just got under it a little bit, and that's where the frustration comes from.
Little G, let's go, baby. Bring in another run. Bring in another run, Little G.
It's an 89-mile-an-hour two-seam fastball.
All right, got to redeem the Mets here.
But instead, it's the second
out. Got to do it. Cheer for the Mets.
Got Gio Urshela, who had the RBI hit in the second. He'll try to do the same thing here in the 6th.
I can't do it. Hop foul. Come on, Little G. Come on, Mets. Let's go Braves. Let's go Mets. Who are you cheering for if you had to choose for playoffs? I want Padres. I want the Padres. Oh, I want to follow the Padres.
Well, it cannot be overstated how much Gio Urshela has meant to this team after that injury to Austin Riley. And the RBI hit right now that he had in the second, the difference in this ball game.
I like to follow the Tigers.
For as hard as it has to be to see Austin Riley
cheer
over
for the
there
Mets,
for him
but I
to
have to
watch these Braves go down the stretch without him. Gio Urshela has given the team a boost when needed. Shallow left.
Fly, left field. Nimmo.
The breaks at the last second to take it. 1-0 after 6.
We go to the 7th. My goodness. Still too close for comfort here. How? How? this pitcher. He's over 100 pitches, and he's pitching like he's lights out. Who is this guy? Marte, Taylor, and Bader coming up. Marte 0 for 1 with a walk and a strikeout. Taylor 0 for 2 with a strikeout. And Bader 0 for 2 with 2 Ks. D-backs fans. Any D-backs fans watching here right now trying to keep up with this game? Any D-backs fans in the chat? Why can we not see the real game? Because it's illegal. You can't show the real game. MLB would have an issue with that. Bally Sports would have an issue with that. So no, we cannot show the game. This is as good as you're going to see. So Ronaldo Lopez, Eli White remains in the right field, and we have Lopez coming in to pitch to shut it down here in the top of the 7th. He could probably go the rest of the way. Lopez. So this sets up, if Sale cannot go tomorrow, that would be Freed. If we win here, that would be Freed, and then we'd have to pitch Morton. Oh, this is going to be crazy. Azuna is slumping at the wrong time, exactly. But Ronaldo Lopez, he was our ace this year while we were having some injuries. He kept us alive. And Ronaldo Lopez on the mound tonight. He was on the mound on Saturday, and he's back in it.
Terrific against the Kansas City Royals. Looked like he did not miss a beat. Now it'll be a little bit of a different role for him tonight, but he has been so good this year, all year long in that rotation, back into the rotation after being in the bullpen for a while. We'll take a look at the pitch arsenal via StatCast 3D powered by Google Cloud, and it's a 4-seam fastball slider combination. The curveball a little bit, the changeup even less, but the slider is the go-to. The curveball has been great. He's used it more as a starter.
Yeah, we'll see who makes the roster if we win here. We'll see who makes the roster.
How long he will really go. It was 6 innings and 73 pitches in that start that he had against the Kansas City Royals, as we take a look at the numbers in his career as both a reliever and a starter for Ronaldo Lopez.
All right, Lopez.
Well, an unlikely day and an unlikely scenario, and Lopez is in. And he fires a strike right in there to Starling Marte.
And the 3D lag? What's going on with this thing?
Ronaldo Lopez, as we have documented all season long, has been so amazing.
1 second.
Didn't think that we would see him again, but again, it's an all-hands-on-deck approach, and the Braves leading it badly here in a 1-0 game in a do-or-die situation.
He bounced around quite a bit, did Ronaldo Lopez last year, and getting traded and then going to the Cleveland Guardians after that, but he finished his season unbelievably strong in the bullpen last year. 11 shutout innings with 12 strikeouts for Ronaldo in the month of September. So he knows this role. He knows it well.
Then the Braves signed him to that 3-year, $30 million deal.
3 Ks in the
chat on short rest and strikes out Marte.
This is what we have seen all season long. Get ahead and then finish hitters off with that devastating slider. Just like we saw from Grant Holmes. The slider has been the go-to pitch.
Put Max Fried in the 9th. I don't care.
Daysbel Hernandez for this Brave staff today.
Now Tyrone Taylor.
Strike 1. Foul ball, 2 strikes. Yeah, this is killing me. Mets not trying. Atlanta can't hit the ball. Now we're wasting a pitcher. No cheering for Mets.
Trying to get him to expand, but Taylor lays off.
That's right, Brian. That's right. Let's worry about getting there first.
Remember, it was Taylor in game 1 that really had the at-bat that started to change the course of that game in the 8th. But he's not doing the same thing here in the 7th. He is down on strikes.
And why not back to the slider once again? Such a good pitch here.
John says, come on, Mets, crush their spirits.
Just looking incredibly comfortable. We have seen Grant Holmes go back from the rotation to the bullpen. This
What's the chance that Lopez just finishes the game? I would say
seamless it has looked.
Let's let him finish the game.
Have asked to do this. Has been pretty
Thank you for the super chat, Andrew.
Stay tuned for the stretch fueled by Georgia Natural Gas. For the final time this year, Trevor and Peter will be on to help
MLB
us
Game
bridge
Day
the gap
3D.
between the top and the bottom of this inning.
Based off the StatCast cam. Never betting on Ozuna again. Two-run, 97 on the gun, right down Main Street.
Starter job out of camp, but nobody could have expected what was to come next, how good of a year that he would have. And then now back to the pin here in the final game of the season. And he's got a 2-2 count on Bader as he tries to strike out the side.
Bader trying to not get a hat trick here. Maybe. And pray that we'd win.
2-2 pitch. Foul toward the Braves dugout.
Felt like a little bit of an emergency hack on 98 miles an hour. And it was a good pitch on the corner. But again, you get that slider in the back of your mind. We saw Bader earlier with one of his strikeouts. Looked like he was sitting fastball, and it's a bad swing against the slider.
Pop fly center field, Money Mike.
But he will get the
Anacord.
1-2-3 top of the seventh. 1-0 Atlanta as we head to the
seventh inning stretch. All right, y'all. Last seventh inning stretch of the regular season.
Mascot race. Here we go. And they're on.
See if that works. All right, y'all. Stand up and stretch. It's the seventh inning stretch. Let's get some runs. Murphy, Arcia, top of the order. Murphy, Arcia, top of the order. Wow. Way behind. That's way behind. Riley broke his hand, you're right. Woo! Inside on the Murph. No, not Jimenez. No. Not Jimenez. Oh, sorry. Hold on.
All right, that was the final Cracker Jack toss. How you feeling about how it
finished? Thank you. I got it
feel
now.
good. Yeah, my back's sore. My arm is sore. I think it's because I was trying to throw those foam balls down to the lower level. My son was here. I was trying to basically play catch with him from a couple hundred feet away. He just texted me. They stayed for both games. He's like, hey, can you throw me some more of those? I'm like, we're out of them, first of all. And second of all, my arm is killing me. So there's no chance that's going to happen.
I was still impressed how far you got it. I mean, look, I know back in the day what you could do, but it's been a little while.
That is the microcosm of my career. That looks kind of fun, but boy, it's all over the place. Could we kind of hone that in a little bit?
Walk to Sean Murphy to start the bottom of the 7th.
All right, Arcia.
Really cool thing that you did, by the way. CJ, on his own accord, had some foam balls made up that just basically said thank you to the fans from our Valley crew. And over the last few days, we were able to toss those out to the fans. Neat gesture.
And Jonathan says, let me tell you something. I haven't had power since Thursday due to the hurricane power. Came back on Sunday, and it's nice to watch. It's awesome, man. Tree Fitty, what's up?
0 for 2.
Try to drill a couple of Met fans, too.
Most of them left after that first game.
I can't sync it up. It's not working very well, so it'll just
Braves
be off
fans
the whole
just
game.
Sitting, watching,
1-1.
waiting, and hoping. Mets fans kicking back those that are remaining.
So it's tough to do.
Come on, Arcia, pay attention.
With the Braves at the same time.
Concentrate here.
New York
we want a home run.
Mendoza deserve a lot of credit.
Or a base hit.
I'll tell you at the beginning of the season.
0 for 2. Pop out the ground
out.
out.
We started highest payroll in baseball, and nobody considered them a contender. Like those two things don't really add up.
Brazoban, he pitched in the first game.
Yeah, and I said it, but for Carlos Mendoza, look, he's been around the game, assistant with the Yankees last 5 years, but he deserves some credit. They all do. And as hard as it is maybe for us in Braves country to admit that, from where they were in June and everything that you mentioned, the payroll, etc., to where they are now, quite a turnaround.
Dang it. Come on, Arcia.
Corner to get Arcia. Michael Harris is our Georgia Natural Gas Greener Life impact player. Let's see what he's done this year against the New York Mets.
He's been good.
Money's in the chat.
Games against these Mets so far this year. Missed a little bit of time, but the 6-run score, the OPS, jumping off the page there at 941. He's got a good matchup here, even though Brazoban's been good against the
As a Padres fan, see y'all tomorrow, Cobra Kai.
Bubblegum.
Was that Michael's?
Cobra AI. Sorry, I read that wrong.
Impressive.
Hopefully nobody steps
I want Acuna's bro, get all of his brothers.
Seafoam bubblegum?
He changed the seafoam in between games. He's gone with back to the highlighter yellow, has Harris. Oh, look at that artwork.
Come on, Money Mike.
I mean, obviously, it had to be a player that did that, right?
Yeah.
Is nobody seeing that right now?
Somebody obviously wants to see how long it can hang out there.
What's up, Cameron?
Pitch from Brazoban to Harris. Misses off that outside corner.
Back over to first.
Let's see how that bubble got out there.
Was it Orlando? It sure was.
Oh, wow.
That is.
You couldn't do that again if you tried 1,000 times.
It's art.
But does anybody know but us?
Georgia fan. Like I said, man, don't worry about what other people are doing. Popped up way high.
The infield. 2 outs.
Awesome, Chris. 2
Quick
down.
Message from Zach.
We're in the bottom of the 7th. And our 1, 2, 3, 4 hitters are 0 for 11. 7.
Ozzie Albies 0 for 3.
0 for 12.
But game 1 was where he shined. 5 runs driven in. And had an incredible defensive play as well.
Georgia fan, just watch the game, man. Enjoy the game, dude. Come on, Albies. We need you right here, baby. Oh, that's going to be a base hit. That's going to be a base hit. Brazoban throws. He's going to miss play. Throw. Go to second, Albies. And he's at second.
Braves will have him at second and third.
Let's go. Second, third.
There's probably about 24 players and 6 coaches that were saying throw it away as he was ready to field that in the Braves dugout because you can see it coming from a mile away. It's a big guy with a big arm. He's got a spin to get it. He picks it up with his bare hand. You can see the back foot slip out there, and you just knew a bad throw was coming, and it did. And Pete Alonso couldn't pick it.
Come on. Come on, Big Bear.
Now Torrens, the catcher, out to talk to Brazoban before Marcell Ozuna hits.
Come on, Big Bear.
Maybe it's the rally bubble that Orlando Arcia blew out of his mouth.
I don't want to see that thing lose air. Please don't.
After the throwing error by Brazoban, Ozuna.
Let's go! 2 runs are going to score!
Much needed insurance. It's 3-0.
Let's go, Big Bear! You were right. Big Bear!
And why not the guy that has been doing it all season long? The most consistent hitter in this lineup since opening day is Marcell Ozuna, who creates the space that we've been looking for all afternoon after the error. 2 RBI base hit to give the Braves a 3-run lead.
RBI 103 and 104.
Ooh, come on, Matteo. Let's do it.
And
let's go, Matteo.
For Ozuna. All right, Braves country, take a little exhale for the moment. Just for the moment. Matt Olson.
We've been here before, y'all, in the 8th, in the 7th. We've been here before. D-backs are done. They're done. This is the only game left. Come on, Matteo. Hit it.
Huge cut, 100 from Brazoban.
You keep Lopez in there. Do not
sitting
waste
just
him.
shy of a 3,100 season at 29 homers, 98
We need
RBI.
to win. 1 and 2. Let's go. 17 subs. Hit that like button as well. Trying to get to 200 likes. Base hit. That's going to hit the wall. It's going to score another. Come on, go all the way. What is up with the Ozuna?
There, but Matt Olson is gunned down at second base. Taylor with a perfect
we didn't
throw.
score.
The tag is applied.
Why are you trying to extend it?
The Braves do get 2, which they badly needed, but they will not get any more.
Matteo.
And that sends us to the 8th.
Why?
Being close to the water.
Why are you doing that, Matteo? 6th spot coming from the Mets. Why is Olsen so slow? Why did he try to... The ball was hit too hard into the corner. Did you see Olsen? He was like flopping on the ground. Leave Lopez in. Do not bring Jimenez in here, Snit. Do not do it. All right, coming up for your Mets. It is Torrens. It's Alvarez. It's Acuna. Man, oh man. This is going to be good. Oh boy, I'll tell you what. What a game, y'all. I'm glad I got to get one game in today. I wish I could have done both, but just couldn't. But thanks so much for hanging out with us. Thank you so much for hanging out with us today, guys. See who the new pitcher is. Crap. Jimenez, the new pitcher. Why? Why? Why can we pitch Lopez one more inning and then bring in Iglesias? Why? Why are you doing this to us? Why are you doing this to us? Not Uncle Joe again. Somebody make a phone call. You're welcome, Mark. What the heck? What is going on here? Unbelievable. Why? Why are we not leaving Lopez in there one more inning?
And the Braves, just like earlier now, a similar position, looking for 6 outs. And Joe
not another
Jimenez,
8th inning
like earlier,
Jimenez
is on again here, CJ.
Yeah, it did seem like Ronald had some issues there with Stitt there that he was trying to work out with Marcel. Not sure what the problem was, but a good opportunity here for bounce back here for Joe Jimenez. You see those overall
Put
numbers
CeeLo in
for him and who he has been.
I've been making the good calls.
And he is going to have 8-9-1 in the order, starting with the catcher, Luis Torres.
Oh my gosh.
Strikeout and a ground out so far for the catcher, who is filling in for Alvarez after he started game 1.
1-1.
One, two, 95 right down the middle from Joe Jimenez.
Any hit off the bat, I'm going to hold my breath. Tree Fitty says he'll do okay.
In
Pop
the air
fly
towards Eli White.
Eli White, can of corn,
There's
one
your
down.
first out of the 8th.
Can of corn's in the chat, 1 out.
If the Braves win, both the Braves and the Mets in the postseason, and that would be just the 5th time ever that both teams simultaneously
Alvarez hit
got
by a
into
pitch,
the
0 for 1.
postseason. Happened in 1969, 99, 2000, when this rivalry really heated up. Both teams made it those years, and then it happened 2 seasons ago when they both won 101 games in 2022.
Credit Joe Jimenez, and not that we're surprised at all that he is back out
Joe
there, but
Musgrove
pitching
again
both
for the
ends
Mets, please,
of a
says.
doubleheader after a rough one
Hit that
for
like button, trying to get to 200
Jimenez,
likes.
right back in there.
Trying to
Killing
get
Skip,
16
absolutely,
subs.
I can go. He wants it in the worst way. Whenever you have a bad one as a reliever, you cannot wait to get back out there.
15 subs. Thank you for the subscribe.
That's the case here for Joe Jimenez.
He looks locked in. He's got Eddie Alvarez, 0-2.
Come on, Uncle Joe.
Little upstairs, a ball and 2 strikes.
$15 more subs to 23K. Woo, that was close. Ground ball to Matteo. He's an unassisted 3.
Wins the foot race.
2 down. Oh, thank goodness, Ozuna.
Back to the top, and Luis Angel Acuna.
I want a Braves win. I'd get 23K another day. 12 to go to 23K.
Pretty good, but Dan Bellino not giving it to Joe Jimenez.
See, you do pies on baseball too. We'll do it anytime we hit a milestone. Ball high. Fred, thanks for subscribing. 2 outs. Acuna, little brother. Looks like he got him. Ground ball. Ozzy.
Slow roller makes the play. 1, 2, 3, 8.
10
Good
to go.
job by Joe Jimenez to bounce back in game 2.
Oh, prayers. Prayers. Thank you. Answered prayers. Oh my gosh. Answered prayers. Uncle Joe. Oh man. Oh man. 10 away. Can we get 23K and a Braves win in the playoffs? Can we do it? Thanks so much, guys, for hanging out with us. All right. Eli White, Laureano, and Little G. Eli White, Laureano, and Little G coming up for your Braves. The bottom of the order, there's only been 5 hits for the Braves. But really, Soler, 2 for 3 today. I would have left him in. I would have left Soler in. If we win, we face the Padres tomorrow. We'll be right here on this channel tomorrow night. CeeLo, did say who Mets will face tomorrow? If we win, they face the Brewers, and it's at 5:30 Central. We're at 7:30 Central, so we'll be playing the Padres if we win here. The Mets have to get 3 more outs, and it's over. CeeLo apologized to Uncle Joe. Yeah, I mean, hey, he bounced back. Apologies. Bounced back really good, considering what happened to him the last start against the Royals, and then also last game. So, thank you so much. Is it over already? Nikki says, thank you. It's a weed. 8 away from 23K. No excuses this year. Last year, y'all blamed too much rest. JoJo says, yeah, you're right. Yep.
Waiting on it has been
y'all are about to find out about the rest.
Of course, without going to the postseason,
y'all are about to find out about the rest.
We're about there. Let's finish it off. It's been just an incredible first year for me personally. Everybody here has been awesome.
And then Phillies are going to run the Philadelphia fans are going to run Philly out of the town.
Thank you watching on YouTube. And absolutely tremendous.
You're welcome, Scott. My pleasure.
Nobody works harder. Nobody does it better. And we appreciate all you've done for us.
Eli White, drop a butt down.
If the Braves don't get into the postseason, then I take all of that back.
Y'all even watch baseball? We watch baseball all the time.
No, seriously, it's been a joy. And we gave our crew thank yous yesterday. We had a little get-together after, which was a lot of fun, despite the outcome of the game yesterday.
This feels like Jesse
has to have the people that we do on this crew. So many talented people that touch this show day in and day out.
Yeah, and a little shout-out, too, for those with the Braves and thinking about a guy like Rob Smith who hooks us up with some information to help us out with umpires and, of course, the travel crew that is helping us. And
playoffs start tomorrow, man.
On the totem pole, but
we've
they
already
still
said
treat
that.
us like we're right there with everybody else, and we're certainly appreciative
of that. Struck out Eli White. He goes down, one down.
Eli White striking out of Vino. So he had Brazovan pitching game 1. He's back out there for game 2, and now it's out of Vino who's going to pitch both games of the double dip.
And so with Raisel Iglesias warming up, we're looking at 4 pitchers pitching in both ends of the doubleheader today.
When's the last time you saw that?
Just the idea of 2 on the same team doing it does not seem like we would see it very often. I've asked our guys. We'll see if they can get us an answer before the game ends.
Come on, Laureano.
Shout out to Sport Radar for the great work that they do.
Iglesias warming up in the bullpen
for us during the season.
It takes a village. It does. It's going to take a village. Just all the logistics today for the Mets and the Braves to get everything done, get where they need to go before the playoffs start tomorrow. Hopefully the Braves will be on that plane to San Diego, but still 3 outs to get.
Ground ball. Played Alonso. Back to the pitcher. 2 outs.
Came strange off the bat, and it results in the second out.
So normally,
all right, little G, 1 for 2.
Answer the text message.
Walking an RBI. Keep this inning going, little G.
On air. Yes, Peter.
Appreciate all the extra accounts, y'all. But just remember, if you don't use those YouTube channels often,
for the Braves.
YouTube will take those subs away because they know what you're trying to do. I appreciate the help. But those extra accounts,
Trevor and Peter, of course, will be on.
As long as you use those accounts all the time,
whenever things are,
or we'll lose them.
Done here in the final game of the season.
7 to go, you see. Popped up, little G. We go to the 9th.
Left side, and there is Alvarez waiting and taking it. All right. Take a deep breath. Going to the 9th. 3 outs to head to the postseason, and it will be Raisel Iglesias.
Braves fans, inhale eyeglasses in the chat. Eyeglasses in the chat. 3 outs. That's all we need. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. 3 more outs. And it comes down to, for the Mets, Iglesias, Nimmo, and throw it again, Alonso. Iglesias 0 for 3. Nimmo 1 for 3. And Alonso 1 for 3. And Iglesias, eyeglasses in the chat. That's right. Eyeglasses in the chat. Let's see what happens here. Eyeglasses, you're one of the best closers in baseball. My gosh. Woo. South Virginia says, I would have never taken my foot off the pedal after game 1, but looks like we're both in now. See you this weekend for race. South Virginia, good luck to you, my friend. Tomorrow in Milwaukee, if we win here, good luck. Do not walk the leadoff man. The boss is going to do it. Keep hitting that like button for us. Keep hitting that subscribe. 6 away from 23,000. If you haven't subscribed yet, help us get to 23K.
There you go. They clinch a postseason appearance with the win today. The Mets are already in. The Braves 3 outs from a flight to San Diego, and Iglesias a chance at redemption after struggling in game 1 of the doubleheader.
We got the right man on the mound at the right time. And capping off here, hopefully, what has been just an incredible season. You can see where he is with the save opportunities this year.
It's
3 out of 37. Left, right, it hasn't mattered. We've talked often about
we'll be bringing you the Padres game tomorrow.
All year long, just incredible to see what Raisel Iglesias has done. And we're going to ask him to do it
biting
one
their
more
nails
time
right now
in the regular season.
And once again, just like earlier today, we have Iglesias versus Iglesias.
Strike 1, sinker. I kind of want to just call it myself, y'all.
Upstairs, 1-1.
This last inning here, since it's so far behind. If you don't mind, I think I'm going to do that. Thank you, Snoozy. Thank you, Brian.
1 and 2. Good.
If you don't mind, I'm going to do it myself. The pitch. Ground ball. Little G, throw him out. And that's a base hit. Oh. Orcia could not get it. He tried to do his best Derek Jeter imitation. And there's a runner at first. My goodness. All right, Iglesias. Up to bat next, it's Nimmo. Nimmo put it in the chop house. Last game. V1 says put the game back on. It's too far behind. What time do the Braves play the Padres tomorrow? It'll be 7:30 if we play. Strike 1 to Nimmo. Here goes. The pitch. Foul ball. 2 strikes. Teeny Bree says no, please play the game. It's up to you guys. Whatever you want to do. It's not far behind. I mean, it's a little far behind, but, you know, whatever you want. The pitch. Ground ball. Get 2. Stick. 4. 6. 3. Did he get him?
Ground ball.
4.
To
6. 3.
And
yes, 2 down.
First. It's a 4-6-3 double play.
2 down. Three to go.
Slowly developing, but what a great turn it was from the Atlanta Braves, and that is Raisel Iglesias pitching to contact like he always does.
4-6-3 in the chat.
Keeping his infielders on their toes, and they reward him with that
Iglesias.
double play.
The Braves are
Alonso.
1 out away
Ground
for the
ball.
postseason. And the batter is
Garcia. Braves are the playoffs. Let's go.
Garcia's got it.
You good Art. Padres, we're coming for you.
Despite all the adversity, all the twists and turns.
Oh, my God.
The Braves battle their way back into the playoffs for a 7th straight season.
Wow. Where's my Braves win?
final day to a season unlike any we've ever seen, but in a season where so much seemed to go wrong, the Braves somehow still got it right.
Nobody said it was going to be easy. I think we thought it was going to be easy when the season started, but adversity struck throughout the season. But these guys never gave up. The front office pivoted and made some big moves that really worked out. Everybody rallied behind that group, and we talked about it for a while. When fans were down, we kept saying, listen, at the end of this, it is going to be so incredibly rewarding to get to the postseason because of those lows. And A.J. Minter, I mentioned it earlier, said it best. You got to embrace the suck and keep moving forward. And this team did. And what a moment. They all feel different. And this one feels especially different for the Braves, and they did it.
One more.
Game one was such a roller coaster of emotions. It matched the season. Unfortunately, it went the way of the Mets.
Come on.
But the Braves hung in there. And with all hands on deck in game two, they got it done with a 3-0 victory, and they are off to San Diego to take on the Padres in the wild card round starting tomorrow night. And I know that there will be a lot of discussion.
Keep it rolling so we don't fall backwards.
And tomorrow about
Keep
how
it rolling, y'all. We need about 5 more,
so it doesn't organize everything, what they're going to do with the pitching. But we said it when we came on the air today, CJ. You just do what you have to do to get in, and the Braves were able to make that happen.
This team runs deep enough to be able to make it happen. Yes, it was a lot of work to get through these two. Not what you wanted. You had to use Ronaldo Lopez. You had to use Grant Holmes. So be it.
Sale says, oh, my back feels a whole lot better. Thank you, Richard.
What happened these last few days and how they've had to manage this pitching has been pretty incredible. And while you want it to always be perfect and feel like it's going to be smooth, again, nobody intimidated by what's coming next and how they figure out that they'll get this thing done.
So they put on their October-ready shirts on the last day of September. It'll be a brief celebration and then right back to business
Let me call
for the Atlanta Braves.
Thank you, Daniel Racing.
Well, look, you got to give a hat tip to a lot of people today, but Spencer Schwanenbach, even though game one didn't turn out well, the rookie was masterful. And then in a must-win, an absolute must-win, Grant Holmes threw 4 perfect innings.
Goldilocks.
Some trouble in the 5th, but he did his job in game 2.
The way that those two were going, where it's so smooth that you almost, if you're not careful, take it for granted. Like, oh yeah, just give me another 0.
He had back spasm, Richard.
And they made it look easy, and it is not. And again, it goes to how impressive those two guys are. Different paths to get to the big leagues.
All right, see you,
Close
Joseph. Friends.
Best pair in the game combined, although Daysbel Hernandez may want to have a conversation about that. But it's so fun to watch that happen.
The D-backs are out of the playoffs.
It is such a tip of the cap to the front office, to the scouts, to the player development people that had these guys in the minor leagues that had to play such huge roles for this team to get to the postseason. They are not here without Spencer Schwellenbach. They are not here without Grant Holmes. They're not here without the waiver pickup of Ramon Laureano and thinking about Giovanni Urshela. So many things had to go right. They had to pivot, and they got it done.
Hannah is with Brian Snitker.
We were just talking down here, and there's so much excitement. Snit, you and I were just having the conversation about belief in this group since day one. How proud are you of this team in this moment?
Yeah, you know what? Very much so. I mean, they're all special. This one even more so, I think. Because, you know, I'm congratulating all the guys. I mean, it's a special moment, man. You're never guaranteed this, and I think you should savor and enjoy every ounce of it because, you know what, we've been doing this for 7 months, and so it's kind of nice to get on that airplane, take a nap.
Absolutely. A huge congratulations to this team. No one could have predicted the amount of adversity this group would face in a season like this and also overcome. How much did the next man up mentality play?
Oh, my God, it is awesome. I mean, I didn't. I mean, when we were kind of, I told Whit one day, I was like, we're running out of you rejects to play, you know? So, no, it's awesome. Like I said, I'm really happy for the guys. They put so much into this on a daily basis and, you know, their families and everything. So it's a special time when you get to go because you never know. You know what? We're in. Anything can happen now.
You are in 7 straight postseason berths for this organization. What's the underlying factor?
Oh, man, the players, the organization. Because I said it takes this whole building to make something like that happen. You know, Alex, all the Mike Plant and Derek Schiller, Terry McGurk, everybody. It takes the whole building to make all this happen.
Thank you so much. Congratulations.
Thanks.
Back to you guys.
Yes, Snit's got to go get in the celebration picture, joining the rest of the crew as the Braves are indeed off to the playoffs for the 7th consecutive season.
I love it. The rejects. Here they come, and they're taking them into the postseason.
That's right, the misfits.
And it's not an insult.
Coming at you, San Diego.
What he means by that, and that is such a great phrase, because they opened up their arms to those rejects and said, come on, we need some help, and they delivered.
We did it, JT. We did it.
Yep, Gio Urshela, Whit Merrifield, Ramon Laureano. This guy is such a big part of this October story now for the Atlanta Braves. Hannah's with Matt Olson.
Matt, you think about the ups and downs of today, of this season in entirety. What made it possible?
You know, we've just been grinding all throughout the year. Obviously, we know about the injuries and haven't played our best baseball by any means. And, you know, we came here today. Obviously, we had a chance to do it yesterday. Had a chance to do the first game. Didn't get it done either way. We could have shut down, but came out and found a way to push through. And, you know, it's all zeros starting tomorrow, so we're excited.
Next man up mentality, how much of a role did it play this season?
Yeah, you know, a little more than you would have hoped for. But, you know, I've said a lot. Nobody cares on the outside. Every team goes through injuries. You know, we lost some bigger names, some guys who've done a lot in the game. But, you know, that's what Alex does such a great job for. He goes out, he finds pieces, and you know, that next man up mentality, like you said.
You've been a part of postseason runs before. What makes this group special heading into October?
I feel like we've been tested throughout this year. You know, it hasn't come easy for us by any means. We found a way to push through, come back in some games, you know, grind out some wins. And that's the kind of stuff you're going to have to do in the postseason. So to have that happen for 162, you get ready for it.
Thanks so much, Matt. Congratulations.
Thanks.
Well, we talked about all the replacements, but Matt Olson, he punched his time card every day. Once again, playing in all 162 this year for the Atlanta Braves.
Thank you, Lane.
And they are prepping for a celebration that will probably be brief, but will still be sweet.
That's
right. Listen, they all feel the same. They're all awesome. Yes, it'll be a little bit quicker because you got business that starts tomorrow on the West Coast. And so you have to enjoy the moments because you never know when you're going to have them. And there's a lot of guys that have that uniform on right now that are going through it for the first time. And we believe that this team will advance, but you always got to take it like you just never know. And so enjoy this moment here. Get on that airplane and go make us proud out in San Diego.
Saw Brian Snitker. There's with grandson Hank. Other ones, Luke and Jude down there as well. That's what it's all about, getting to enjoy those moments with those that mean the most. And after a first game that brought so much dejection, just to have this moment of exhale and to know that they're in, what a relief. There's the reaction after the final out, the ground out to Orlando Arcia.
Rysel has been doing it all year long, and that's what we get to see after he finished things up. And there is that sense of relief, certainly the sense of pride again, because what this season has been. But cutting it a little bit closer than we all expected. These last couple of days have been an absolute grind. I feel like we've gotten in a fight every time I go get in my car and after this one, but it is all worth it.
You think about, you go to the beginning of the year, how the injury started to plague this team. Of course, the loss of Strider, a Cy Young candidate, Acuna, reigning MVP. That was in and of itself a big enough blow that would have taken most teams under. Then the other injuries started to mount up. Murphy, Harris, Albies, Riley, even the pitchers that sometimes battled things. But through all of it, the Braves kept their head above water and made this moment possible. And now they will live to play another day and live to play in October yet again.
the chop going.
We will be in the clubhouse for the celebration in just a little bit. The guys arriving there now. And a little celebration before they get on the plane out to San Diego. We've got champagne up here in the booth park.
I mean, why not? I think certainly earned. I mean, I am drained. I am absolutely drained, but so much fun. You get so wrapped up in this thing, right? I mean, we are fans with the really amazing view that we have, and we ride that roller coaster with every single one of you.
7:30 Central tomorrow, right here.
And I already got into this thing a little bit because I needed it. But
to you, Braves country, thanks for sharing in this with us.
Do it again. Let's do it again.
And that is a good segue. Before we go down to the clubhouse to celebrate with his team, we share some great moments of 2024 with all of you at home.
My goodness, I tell you what a season we've had here. And like he said, like how many, the Braves are the 5th seed. Yes, we're going to see the Padres. How many teams would lose, how many team players they lost and still was there and had a chance at the division. We had a chance at the division, y'all. That's how close it came. But high five to the Braves. Yes, we played against the Mets A team, B team, or C team today. But we still, Big Bear with the big play, making it 3-0. But Hernandez gets the win. He's 3-0 on the season. Lucici, whatever his heck his name is, he's 0-2 with a 5.23 ERA. He threw over 100 pitches and held us to like 2 hits. Crazy. Iglesias, his 34th save, rebounds himself from game 1. Uncle Joe Jimenez came in, rebounded himself from game 1. But man, the wrap. But here's the wrap. Hernandez with the win. But let me see the wrap here. Grant Holmes, player of the game, 4 innings pitched, 7 Ks, 7 Ks, no earned runs. You got to love that. Got to give it to Grant Holmes. You know, he only pitched 4 innings, but. And then Soler, 2 for 3, 2 doubles, and a run scored. And then Marcell Ozuna, the one that really knocked it out of the park. Congrats. Thank you, John. Good luck to you. Watch out for the Padres pitcher with the sticky ears. Oh, yeah, right? So the Braves could play the 6th seed in the NLCS. We'll see. We'll see. But here is the scoring loop here. Gio gets an RBI, brings it in 1-0 Braves. Marcell Ozuna singles in the line drive to left field, brings in Ozzy Albies. And here's that play right here.
After the throwing error by Brazoban, Ozuna later, base hit. It's going to score 2.
And that brings it in. That puts it away.
It's 3-0.
3-0 is the score, and that's the final. And Iglesias shuts it down. Braves left 7 guys on base, 4 for the Mets. 1 error by the Mets was that costly error at first base by Brazoban. But that is it. So tomorrow, look for the stream to be up. We'll be here live for the Padres game, 7:30 tomorrow. Why talk about squeaking your way in? You're right, Menace. You are right about that. So let's listen in.
By one of the calls made by Brandon Gaudin within that montage that says somehow the Braves find
a bunch of misfits.
They
Laureano
did once again
Little G
to earn their spot
Merrifield
in some October baseball.
I mean,
you
come
see
on.
the dabs and bounds all around after a big win over the Mets in the back end of a doubleheader. Alex and
nice hang with you guys in chat. High fives all in
everybody in
chat.
that Braves organization ready to pop a little
Keep
champagne.
Keep it and subscribe, y'all. I'd be
only
comfortable.
for a little while
I hate for it to
before
fall
hitting
back
the
I've seen it fall
road
back.
and heading out to San Diego. It is well-deserved, hard-earned. The word relief.
And Chris Sale's like, my back feels better.
On the players' faces.
My back feels better.
The moment.
Put it on, Snick, because it stings.
He's had a few of these, Pete.
He knows.
But it feels like you want to have it sting just a little bit.
JT,
and then you cover up
congratulations,
immediately afterwards.
Absolutely not. The the players to get them straight in your face the minute you can. But this feels like such relief for these guys. I think that's the biggest word you saw at the end of the game. There was so much emotion poured into that first game. And just to get through that second one with the result that you needed, now you can just relax. Like Stick said, jump on the plane, have a bit of a kip, wake up, try to sleep it off again and get up and do it all tomorrow. But you're in. That's all I needed to do.
You're in. You got you a spot at that postseason table. Trevor Scales, Pete Moreland, and CJ Nikowski actually up in the booth helping us out here, just lending our voices to the celebration, because we can only imagine how stressful it was, CJ, to even get to this point. And when you see these smiles and this level of it's obvious that this is an outpouring of emotion that's been pent up over the course of not just today, but over the course of a very long season, CJ.
Yeah, that stress is real. The build-up is real. I think we feel it even more so from our side now because we're such diehards, but these guys feel it too. And if you're not careful, some of that doubt can creep in your mind, and they did not allow that to happen. But, all celebrations are not created equal, right? They're all awesome, but the journey is what makes each and every one special. And I know we've said it a lot. I know fans have gotten tired of hearing it, but this is the reality of the 2024 Braves. And that what it is, you know what? Wasn't going to be nearly as easy as you thought, right? What we talk about in spring training, one guy after another, World Series or bust. That's how high the confidence level was. And then the season started, and the baseball gods got involved and said, okay, here's one hand behind your back. Here's another. Now here's a foot tied behind your back. Go get them. Good luck. And yet they figured out a way to get it done. I think that's what makes this so special. That's what I try to relay as a message to everyone along the way, right? We see these fans. We love these fans. We love this team. They were getting discouraged. They were getting a little bit negative. So listen, man, stay positive. You got to. That's the only way that you can do it. There's just no upside to thinking about that negative side. And so you get to this moment right here, and you have an awesome time. You put on a Falcons helmet. You put on some goggles. And
Ozzy's got a Falcons helmet.
You know what?
Ozzy Albies wearing a Falcons helmet and
that shows you just how dedicated he is to the city one. But CJ, like I think your point is so well put in that.
Yeah.
You just right.
Remember Virginia?
And that is sometimes how a season rolls. You play plenty of seasons.
Oh, was that Money Mike? Okay, it looked like it was
how lows they can get as well. But to find a way to stay right there in the middle, and a manager like Stitt is the perfect guy to help you do that in order to make sure that you focus on the task at hand daily.
I think the most important thing to realize now is that there hasn't really been a single team, especially in the National League, that's run away with this. It's not the Dodgers, it's not the Phillies, it's not the Brewers.
I think the National League is
so the Braves. The Braves have had moments where they've been as good as any team in baseball.
I think the American League is 10 times better.
Done just enough this week to get us to this point, but
they better be practicing small ball. That's right.
Switch, and they could go absolutely ballistic. And I've got no doubt that it just takes a couple of hits,
good luck to you, man.
Runs in this playoffs. Tomorrow's going to be tough. But if anybody can do it, these guys can.
But CJ, you were just a part of a Rangers team.
John, we'll be here.
A wild push at the back end of a season, found themselves playing for a World Series. This stuff can happen at the turn of a dime, and that's just the beauty of being able to just get yourself a spot and be able to potentially make a run on the next day starting.
Yeah, it completely changed the way, after being around this game for so long, how I look at the postseason, because the Rangers last year completely limped in. They lost that last game of the season. They lost the division on the last day of the season. It was a 1-0 loss against a team that had already been eliminated.
What's up with Pete Rose?
For me, that I go back and look at that incredible run that they had, and why I believe the Braves are absolutely capable of the same thing, is because they had good players.
Pete Rose died
in moments. They didn't rely on just one or two guys. Yes, Corey Seager was in the middle of it, and so was Adolis Garcia. But it was other guys like Mitch Garver and Jonah Heim, and we got more than enough of that here with the Atlanta Braves, plus this amazing pitching staff as well. And so, yes, we're missing some key pieces, but there are other ones that are here, right? This is not a team that somehow found themselves in a postseason. You're like, well, this is probably not a postseason team. No, they are a postseason team with track records, and now what we look for are the moments. Which ones are going to show up when you go up and down the lineup? It could be anybody that does it. I was asked today on MLB Network Radio about it. Hey, who's the guy that you think the Braves are relying on? I said, there's not one guy. there are multiple guys that can be the guy that day. Now it was Marcell Ozuna today with the big 2 RBI base hit to give a little bit more comfort. We saw Giovanni Urshela, a guy we never thought would be counting
Dicks
on.
Away, man. I was getting a little upset with Jimenez in there.
Plenty of talent
as you saw when I came in your chat, I was like, why?
I will never talk about momentum going into the postseason again.
He came
I
through.
no longer believe in it. I care about players.
Good job, buddy.
Do you have good players? If you have good players, then you can win.
Good players, battle-tested players. There's without a doubt a roster full of them when it comes to this Braves organization. And again, champagne showers all around, and Hannah Yates is getting her very first taste of this bad boy with the Atlanta Braves. She was with Dylan Lee.
Dylan, how do you describe the emotions of today?
It's Dylan Lee.
Amazing. It's it never gets old. I can tell you that. I can't even. There's no words that can describe it. It's amazing.
How much fun is a moment like this with all of your teammates?
Yep.
All right, don't be partying too much, guys. We got to play tomorrow. Exactly. I agree as well.
Enjoy it right there.
We're here for it.
I agree as well.
Yeah, just Dylan Lee wearing it in the midst of an interview. But I think the lack of words that are available to, frankly, all of us to describe how this run came together, Pete, it feels, I understand. I don't know what I was watching half the time, and all of this sort of unfolded in front of us. The breaks we were getting as far as towards the back end of the season, and then it's setting up for a day like today to mean as much as
we got to settle Georgia fan down every once in a while. Dicks Away. Really I do apologize about that, my friend.
I'm going to get your thoughts on that on the back end.
We got to settle him down a little bit. Got to bring him back down to earth, and he gets quiet.
Spencer,
gets a little rowdy.
Your first Major League Baseball postseason experience. How do you describe the moment?
Oh, it's awesome. I mean, it's something I've been dreaming of as a kid, make the playoffs. You always see these videos on YouTube, Instagram, but to be able to live this one out is really cool.
How does it compare to the dreams you had?
Yeah, lots of work, Scott.
For sure. This is better.
And after a day like this, how special?
Yeah, for sure. So special. We're heading to San Diego tomorrow, or probably tonight, and looking forward to getting after it there.
Yeah, you ain't there tomorrow.
I think it's just understandable knowing how much was weighing on Spencer Schwellenbach earlier today that he has to be one of the most relieved cats within that clubhouse. Like, it's been unreal.
He's a real one, and the Braves fans have got a couple of Spencers that are going to be pretty dominant. One of them in this postseason and two of them next year. He has been so impressive from the minute he got here, from everything that I've heard in that clubhouse.
Maybe it's non-alcoholic.
Just turned around and accepted it. He's
tried champagne. Maybe it's non-alcoholic.
On the job, and he's done it as good as we've
Let's
seen
hope it is.
From anyone, really.
He's definitely navigated a rookie season that has just been filled with twists and turns that no rookie can expect when it comes to joining an organization at a big league level. And CJ, the word poise comes up so much.
Brendan Gaudin getting soaked in there.
Schwellenbach, and it comes across in his interviews and how he pitches. CJ, this dude is just dialed in and mature beyond what feels like his years.
He absolutely is. By the way, I wasn't jealous until I just started seeing those cigars start going right now. I wish I was down there. Brandon better get himself a cigar. No, you're right. And I think it starts from the very top, right? You talk about culture a lot. We hear it here in Atlanta. You hear it around baseball. But how many people really, truly have it? How many people make it a legitimate goal as far as who they let in their clubhouse? Who do they let lead their team with the uniform on? And at the very top with Snit, and I don't mean to keep doing this, but I will at least one more time. I think about a guy like Bruce Bochy. There's a lot of similarities there in the way that they carry themselves. And when you carry yourself that way, one, you are ultra competitive, but you're not going to be screaming and yelling. You're going to hold guys accountable when it is necessary. That sets the standard for everybody. And when you're a young player and you come in the way that Spencer Schwellenbach did, and even though technically Grant Holmes is not young by age, he is young with experience. When you have that culture set up, you're either going to fit in and help out or you're not going to be here. And obviously those guys fit in and they helped out in a huge way, and that is why they are here. And it was so fun to watch the younger, inexperienced guys contribute in such big ways.
It's a testament to the architect Alex Anthopoulos as well, who put it all together. One of the leaders of that clubhouse, Ozzie Albies, obviously was with Hannah Yates as well.
All right, we'll listen to Ozzie Albies and we're going to call it a night.
Happy we're going to the playoff, and it starts tomorrow.
How special is this team?
Oh, this team is very special. I'm happy we made it, and like I said, playoff starts tomorrow, and that's when we're going to start taking care of business.
10 homers this year.
Thank you.
Grant,
Today was a crazy day,
then we're done.
But you got the ball in game 2 and delivered 4 great innings. Just the emotions right now that are going through your mind. Can you describe it?
You know, it's hard to describe, you know. It happened so quick. You know, I'm just beyond grateful and blessed. You know, I don't even have words for it.
What was it like after game 1 to try to get ready and have this team transition for a do-or-die game 2?
You know, it was, like you said, it's do or die. Go out there and play your best ball, and wherever the cards lay.
Money Mike just poured champagne all over Goldilocks.
That's cold.
You know, but I remember your debut earlier this year. Your parents, John, Cheryl, in there. We showed them today in the crowd the emotion, everything that's gone on for you. 10 years in the minors to get here and have this celebration.
DJT.
What's it like?
Unbelievable. You know, there aren't words for it. It's just, you know, I'm super blessed and grateful for this opportunity.
Ready for the postseason?
Absolutely. Always.
All right, man. Go get some champagne.
Thank you.
All right, so that's it. We'll call it a night right there on that. We'll finish on that. Thank you guys so much for everything that you made here today. A great stream. And hold up, really? You want to hear some more? Okay, hold on. You want to hear some more? Okay, hold on. You want to hear Uncle Joe? Hold on a second. You want to hear some more?
Much, Joe. Enjoy it with your teammates.
Yeah, I appreciate it.
Well, Max, obviously you didn't pitch on this crazy day, but you've meant so much to this organization for 8 years. Sitting over there watching this, what was today like?
I mean, it was, I was telling a lot of people it wouldn't have been the 2024 Braves if we didn't take it down to the wire. You know what I mean? We've overcome so much and gone through so much.
We call him Goldilocks.
It just seems to be the theme of this year is we're always going to grind it out, and when things may look bleak, we're always going to figure out a way to come through.
What was it like in between games? Because game 1, it was just such a roller coaster of emotions. You only had 40 minutes to bounce back in the clubhouse. Take us behind the scenes. What was it like trying to turn the table?
Wasn't enough time to really dwell on it.
Everybody calls him Goldilocks.
You know, come back in, change your clothes, maybe grab a quick bite to eat, and get back out there. You know, there was a quiet confidence of we knew what we needed to do, and there was definitely a lot of determination in this room, and you know, you were able to see it out on the field. We were able to come through, and we're excited to be able to jump on this plane to go to San Diego.
Yeah, you go to San Diego. Who drafted you? Obviously, you kind of go back to where it started, and look, they've got a great team, great pitching. But how it lines up for you guys, another opportunity in this series, Max, for you to take them out.
Yeah, no, I'm really excited, and you know, can't wait to just get out there and you know, playoff baseball is what we play for. It's what we train in the off season, and you know, grind throughout the whole year and sacrifice family to be able to come out and have the opportunity to play for a World Series. So I know this group is excited and can't wait.
Had a pretty big run to that World Series title in 21. Hopefully something similar here in 24. Good luck, man.
Thank you very much. Appreciate it.
Thanks a lot.
Why not? Why not? Ronald Acuna Jr. absolutely getting involved with the celebrations as well. That is the definition of a champagne shower. Got the shirt off, made sure he enjoyed every bit of that bubbly as they get ready to head out to San Diego. We got to check in with the Big Bear, one of the biggest swings of the day today. He was with
Big Bear. Man, I'm so happy for that kid to be in the minors 10 years.
Birth. How special is this one?
This one is special because we get him like on dude, so now we have to keep grinding and go all the way through.
What makes this team and this day special to end the season?
You know, the first game was amazing too, so we don't have no chance. In the second game, we had to battle in over there and grind it and then give it the best to our team. So now we in, and the special group we have, we want to continue and do damage.
Now it's the beginning of October baseball. Congratulations.
Yeah, thank you.
Here's to end this season, regular season, just like this. How special is this moment?
I mean, unbelievable. The absolute grit out of this team to fight day in and day out with all the injuries, with all the ups and downs. Man, it's so cool and so much fun to be a part of.
Here's Johnson.
October just getting started. How special is this group?
Me too, man.
Forward? I can't even put it into words. I mean, everybody's fought all year, right? And that's really what playoffs is all about. So I can't wait to see what we're going to do.
Thanks so much, Pierce. Congrats.
Absolutely. Thank you.
Obviously, grit is going to come up a lot when you talk about describing this team. And it was the only option it felt like at times, given the struggles that they had to endure. I even look back, right, as we recap just what today entailed. The amount of people that had to go back-to-back in a doubleheader. If not for Max Fried's 8 2/3, there are so many different ways, permutations that this could have taken, and for it to go this route in this magnitude of a stage. Absolutely.
I wish I could do every game.
You've seen the names that we just spoke to. Ozzie Albies had a day for the ages today. I know it didn't turn out the way we wanted to.
Maybe it's all non-alcoholic. Let's just pray that it's all non-alcoholic.
And then Grant Holmes
whose
getting
playoff
ambushed
hopes
and
will be
then
the victim of the big one. That's right, this weekend, Talladega.
4 perfect innings, bit of trouble later, but just big efforts from big guys. It's what you need at this time of year. And if you don't get it, then you're not going to be doing this.
They're still interviewing
and this
people.
feels way better than it doesn't.
It really does, bro. It really does. Jesse Chavez, another one of those heroes that just stepped up in a major way, especially in the front half of the season.
I'm not quitting my job.
He's with Hannah.
Jesse, you've been part of many postseason runs before. What makes this group special?
The adversity we had to go through all year. We went through it in 21. You know, Ronnie going down at the All-Star break. You know, we found a way to get through it. I mean, that's what we're built on, adversity. That's one word we use around here. We're built on it. And just the fact that we bring everybody together on every given night, it's a huge accomplishment. And to be able to get where we're at, it's going to get scarier.
I'm trying to see what
for this day to come down to a moment like this, celebrate with your team. How do you describe the emotion?
Emotionless in a way because of what it took to get here. It took all of us and then some. You know, the coaching staff, the hours of work they had to do to get us to this point to where we can go out there and be in a good position. And it's up to the guys to go out there and do it.
Arcia's got 3 beers in his hand.
You saw today with the 2 guys going at it.
Last thing he needs.
With Grant and Schwelle today, and just to get us in a position. So then the guys at the back end of the bullpen, they come in constantly and do their job on a daily basis. I tell you, it's fun to watch.
You've been a leader for this group, Jesse. Thanks so much. Congrats.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Travis, a day of emotions unlike many have ever seen. What was today like for you?
Oh, that first game was wild. That might be the craziest baseball game I think I've ever been a part of. You know, being up and then being down and coming back. It was freaking wild.
That's Ray with a little beer shower there.
D-Trey!
Yeah, you know, and I asked Max about this, but just trying to turn the page so quickly after the emotions of Game 1 to Game 2, but it's kind of been the story of resiliency of this group all year.
Yeah, very much so. I mean, you know, that was a tough loss for us, but we all knew what we needed to do the next game, and we didn't feel sorry for ourselves. We just kept it going and knew we had a good shot at winning Game 2, and Holmesy came in and did a tremendous job, and the bullpen came in and shut the door, and Murph did a tremendous job calling another shutout. It's incredible, man. I can't believe we made it.
Well, the staff this year, everything has been so good with the starters that you and Murph have had to catch. But let's focus on what you were hitting on there. Schwellenbach today and Holmes, 2 rookies coming into the biggest spot all season and delivering. What can you say about those 2?
Oh man, they got nerves of steel. They were both so calm. Neither of them were nervous, and they both had each other's back. They always hang out all the time. So for them to pull on each other's side, it was pretty special. And I don't think I've ever seen that happen before.
Lastly, they say just get into the dance and see what can happen. Is this team special? They can make a run?
Yes, very much so. Very much so. I believe in our pitching, and our hitting can get the job done too, and I think we got a good shot.
All right, Trav. Congratulations.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thanks, man. Appreciate it.
All right, you ready? I can't see a darn thing in these.
Oh, right here. Listen to my voice.
All right. We're double fisting in the right way here, Whit. How would you describe the emotions?
Anytime you can get to the playoffs, it's worth celebrating, and especially with this team and how this year's gone and what we've been through. I mean, this is something that deserves to be celebrated, and we're going to enjoy this, celebrate the hell out of it for the next little bit. We're in here, maybe on the bus, maybe the first part of the plane, and then it's a long flight, so give us an hour or two on the plane, and then we'll start shifting our focus to what we need to do to win in San Diego. But what an accomplishment for this team, and just
they're already
couldn't be more honored to be here.
Thanks so much, Whit. Enjoy it.
Yeah, thank you guys.
Braves president Derek Schiller. This season has been unprecedented in so many ways, but the bottom line,
I tried to send you 1,000 people the other day, and I couldn't.
What's this moment like?
It's incredible. Obviously, these guys.
Yeah, turn your redirect on and make it public.
My wife actually told me this coming in this morning. I hadn't heard this stat. You may know it. There was only 6 innings the entire year where we played with our original starting lineup. When you think about that, you think about where we now are, celebrating with champagne and cigars and having fun and making it to the postseason. It's incredible.
Yeah, you and I were in Philadelphia last year when the Braves celebrated their 6th straight NL East title, and that was exciting and such a historic season, but there's something about this one that feels that maybe is even a touch sweeter.
Well, obviously, when you go through the types of things that we've gone through as an organization this year, the way this clubhouse came together,
6 innings.
whether it was the original people that were in here or all the new guys that had to come in and, you know, step up, it obviously shows that there's a resilience here, there's an attitude here that, you know, obviously it's undaunted. And you know, huge credit goes to Snitker and, you know, what he's done and the entire coaching staff. But obviously the entire organization, you know, he talks so much about this is one organization coming together. And I think, you know, if no other year, this is the year that's really proven. Everybody stepped up and did what they needed to do to get us to this point in time right here.
And you and I talk a lot about Braves country. And
I know.
Today, surpassing again 3 million fans through the gates. Another season doing that. See the energy in the building today. It was electric.
Yeah, it was. Obviously, we've had great crowd support, fan support throughout the whole year. I do think it's worth noting, and I know you've talked a lot about this on the air, a big piece of Braves country is hurting right now. You know, whether you're in parts of Georgia on the south that have been hurted because of the hurricane, or up north, parts of Tennessee, North Carolina, North Georgia, you know, all those fans, you know, they're obviously hurting. Our hearts are out to them, but maybe, just maybe, this will give them just a little bit of a smile on their face during this very difficult time for them.
Me too.
You know, in some ways, you know, that right now makes us all feel really proud.
We need 2 wins.
Well said, Derek. Last thing, we've said it a lot. If you get into the postseason, anything can happen. I know a lot of people on the outside maybe saying, oh, they're pitching shot, yada, 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 but just feels like maybe. Who knows? If you get into the dance, see what can happen next.
Well, look, 21, like how many people said, oh, those guys are they're the World Series champions right there when we first got in. So you never know what could happen. And look, I think a lot about
so he's not going to be pitching tomorrow at all?
There during the course of the 162 helps define how you're going to be during that postseason. And if you think about it that way, we've had as hard of a time as getting there as anybody that there is. So we've gone through the mountaintops, right? We've climbed those hills, and so we now know what it takes to get here, and who knows? You never know what could happen.
By the way, you doused me in champagne last year. You're lucky I don't have anything because you're way too dry right now, my friend.
Well, maybe next time. When we celebrate again, I'm going to get you.
Next time. Thanks, Derek.
I didn't see his scratch for today. I don't see him.
Aaron, you joined this Atlanta group. How special was it to join that bullpen specifically?
I mean, it's great. The resilience. You know, I think Ole said it yesterday.
Aaron
nobody
Bummer.
cares who got injured. Nobody cares at the end of the day. And all you got to do is get the job done. And, you know, to get the job done, facing all that
I lifted
adversity,
boxes
you know,
at his
really
house
good.
or
So
something.
Being a part of that is something special.
Rick Kranitz return, how momentumous was that for this group?
You know, he's the best, man. You know, he's the heart and soul of the staff. He's old school. He's a gritty grinder.
You see that?
You know, and honestly, to have him as our leader back, you know, it's a blessing to have him back, and you know, it's been great.
Thanks so much, Aaron. Enjoy it,
guys.
From Aaron Bummer in the armbar to so many other
isn't that
acquisitions
just like
made throughout the season. It's
our
been
season
a group effort
for
to get
another
to this
starter
point.
to go
Another
down?
one of those gentlemen is Ramon Laureano, who was with Hannah as well.
Ramon, you've been a part of these situations before. Where does this one compare to others in the past?
Oh, this one is pretty far up there, for sure. You know, with all the adversity that we were on and into the last out pretty much, and you know, to be doing this popping champagne, and you know, it's pretty special.
You've been such a special part of this team as well. It's been an unusual start for you this season. You come
Totally
to this
our
organization.
season
What was
to
the
get
difference for you here?
in the playoffs.
I got nothing to lose in my life, so I just have to keep going and keep enjoying every moment. And I just can't win nothing to lose kind of mentality, and I just keep it rolling. And I'm going to continue to do that.
How would you describe the belief that this coaching staff instills in this team?
The experience that they have in the game. They have hundreds of years in the game. They know who to trust. They know how to approach a guy, and they know how to. They're just veteran. They know how this game is more mental than physical. So this is what it takes to get to the playoffs.
Thank you so much. Congrats.
Thank you, guys.
Unreal celebration and so well deserved. Given, again, like Ramon was just talking about, the amount of adversity that this team faced on a daily basis.
Chris Sale's down there right now.
And as Matt said, we know a lot of teams in Major League Baseball go through that. But this felt exceptional. And we have an exceptional skipper at the helm of it all who spoke to the players before this champagne shower began.
Never, ever guaranteed this, and enjoy the hell out of it. I don't care how in the hell we get in. We're in now, fellas, because anything can happen as we see. Congratulations. Have a great time. Here we go. Let's go!
Truly, it ain't a damn thing promised, right, Pete? Like, it's...
All right, I gotta go, y'all. But thank you guys. Clinched. We clinched. We did it. So, there it is. Hope everybody had a good time today. I know there's only about 70 left here, but with Snit throwing dodgeballs at them during that speech, yeah, he was just kind of going like this a little bit. But we'll see what happens tomorrow. Stream will be up later. Just look for that. And hope you guys are ready for some fun tomorrow. We'll be bringing you live coverage right here on The Go at CeeLo. Hope to see you then. So thank you guys so much for everything. Thanks for the lovely wife, for being the lovely wife that she is while I'm hanging out with you guys. A lot of time spent away from her while I'm sitting here with you guys. I want to thank my mods for moderating. I want to thank my members for giving their hard-earned money back to the channel. And I want to thank you for watching. If it wasn't for you guys, there would be no CeeLo. If you're watching on replay to see if the Braves won or just listen to the whole thing, we thank you for watching as well. Hit the like button for us. We almost got to 200 likes. We're 7 away from there, but we'll see you guys tomorrow. And I hope you get Bronny. That's right. Chopping on and always supporting the A's. Hey, we can do it again. It's 2021 over again. Maybe. We'll see. So we'll see you tomorrow night. About 7 o'clock, maybe 7:10. I'm not too sure. But good night, everybody from Tennessee. We appreciate your support. And members, go check out the vlog I put up there for you guys. Our cruise vlog. Make sure you check that out. It'll come out later on for you guys in the public. So if you're a member, make sure you check out the cruise vlog. Till then, see you guys later. Peace out. Go Braves, baby. Watch out, Padres. The Misfits are coming for you. Peace.